Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
I'm at a drugstore. And boy, is there a beautiful girl in charge of the magazine.
Well, what about it?
Is it all right if I take a few liberties?
Here's the comedy Caravan starring Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore, with music by Roy Bargy and his orchestra and songs by Georgia Gibbs. The Bargy Men open the show with one of the season's top tunes. Hit it, Roy. A cosmetic is a powder, and a powder is a sedative, and a sedative is a dope. And here he is, that little cosmetic, Gary Moore.
No. Thank you very much, Howard, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And Howard, I am happy to report that our new sponsor and I are already on a very friendly basis. You know, for a present, he gave me a modern two-piece smoking set.
A modern two-piece smoking set? What's that?
That's a long stick with a nail on the end of it. Awfully nice of him, I thought.
Oh, come now, Gary. The cigarette shortage isn't that bad.
Oh, you think not, huh? At the Star Club last night, the cigarette girl kept walking through the crowd yelling, "Cigarettes, cigarettes. Won't somebody please give me a drag off their cigarettes?" I tell you, it's terrible.
Well, what, may I ask, were you doing at the Star Club?
Why, Howard, hadn't you heard? They gave a great big party for us. And I hardly got seated before I saw Mayor LaGuardia walking in. Well, naturally, I wanted to impress the sponsor, so I walked over and I asked the mayor to join us. Now, Howard, do you know what he did?
What?
He looked up and laughed right in my knee. Never so incensed. But never mind the mayor, Howard, the Howard mayor. Let's find out how the audience feels about our new sponsorship. Let me see. Oh, this young lady over here. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
No.
Why, it's Mrs. Nussbaum! Why, indeed, it's Mrs. Nussbaum.
You mistook me maybe for Lauren Bacall.
Mrs. Nussbaum, I'm delighted to see you. Are you a fan of our program?
Mr. Moore, I never miss it.
Oh, you don't?
No, I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Somehow, Mrs. Nussbaum, that line sounds familiar. You must listen to some other programs.
But definitely that. By me, the favorite comedian on the radio is Fred Allen.
But Fred Allen is off the air.
That's why he's my favorite comedian.
I see. In other words, you prefer silent comedians.
Mr. Morpheus, to me, the greatest man...
Carry on.
To me, the greatest man in radio will be the man who first sponsors a half hour from silence.
Of silence?
Of a certainty. Just imagine, the announcer says, Needlemeyer's Noiseless Noodle Soup presents a half hour of silence, starring Gene Krupa in a drum solo.
Gene Krupa, but wouldn't that be terribly noisy?
Not according to mine plan. This drum solo he plays by beating on a damp sponge with a feather.
Mrs. Nussbaum, I'm afraid you have something there. Meanwhile, couldn't you possibly say something nice about our program?
Precisely why I am in the vicinity.
Good.
I have written tonight a poem dedicated to you.
Well, isn't that nice, Jeri? How does it go?
Like this. Roses are red, violets are blue, Fred Allen's off the air. How about you, no?
And with this encouraging message, I suggest we turn to one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song.
Oh, solid.
Now, even when things go wrong,
Sing it, Jimmy.
you feel better, you even look better. Huh? What an operatic note. That's the note that made the Metropolitan go into the insurance business.
Oh, snaz. I'm glad to see that you're in good shape for this inauguration of our new sponsorship.
You know, my mother wanted me to be a pharmacist, and my father wanted me to be a musician. And now I've satisfied them both.
Jimmy, I don't understand. You are neither a pharmacist nor a musician.
Well, almost. I stand in front of drugstores and whistle at girls.
I'll bet you do. Well, Jimmy, look, since we've been to New York, have you met any new or exciting femme fatales?
Yes, and women, too. Why, you can hardly believe the happenstance that happened to me the other night.
What's that?
What a happenstance. I was loitering in a smart cafe, and at 9 o'clock, a beautiful blonde dancer came out wearing an evening gown. At 10 o'clock, she came out wearing a bathing suit. At 11 o'clock, she came out wearing nothing but a fan. And at 12 o'clock...
Yeah, what happened at 12 o'clock?
Curfew, everybody home. That's the Manhattan conditions that prevail. But tonight, Junior, I'm really fixed up.
You are?
Right after the broadcast, I'm going out with Dolores. It's a double date.
A double date?
Yes, Dolores weighs 200 pounds. There's good news tonight.
Jimmy, sometimes I think you're the world's champion idiot.
Yes, but if you put on a little weight, I'll give you a crack at the title. Howsoever, that is neither one meat nor Lucille Ball. I was sitting in my living room last night, wearing my diver's suit. You see, I have a sunken living room. When who should arrive from Washington? My own personal pigeon.
Carrier pigeon?
No, thanks, I'll carry my own. And who do you think the note was from, Junior?
Who's that?
It was from the head of the Library of Congress in Washington. It says, Durante, the Library of Congress has statues of every important American, and we want a statue of you.
Well, that's marvelous to me. What artist did you get to do the statue?
Well, you know, I know quite a few, but I didn't know what artist to select. So I wrote the names of 8 or 9 of them on slips of papers and dropped them into my hat. Then I reached in and pulled out one of the slips.
Oh, good. Who did you pick out?
Some guy by the name of 6 7/8. But I couldn't find his name in the phone book, so I decided to make the statue myself.
You did?
The first thing I did was go down to an art store and buy a hammer and a
Chisel?
No, I paid what he asked. I was in no mood to dick it.
I see.
Then I got a big lump of clay. And brought it to the studio. Just then the fellow from Washington came in to see how I was getting on.
Well, what did he say?
He looked at me, looked at the lump of clay, looked at me, then looked at the lump of clay again and said, "A masterpiece, I can hardly tell you apart." We both had a hearty chuckle, and then I chased him down the fire escape.
I see.
Oh, hello. For whom does the Alexander Graham Bell toll? Hello, Umbriago. I got you one ticket from here to Buffalo, another ticket from Buffalo to Chicago, another ticket from Chicago to Denver, another ticket from Denver to Salt Lake City, and another ticket from Salt Lake City to San Francisco. Goodbye and adios.
Jimmy, why did you arrange this trip with so many short jumps?
With Umbriago's draft board, we can't plan too far ahead. But be that as it may, June or July.
Yes?
Where were we?
I'm afraid, James, we were talking about your statue.
Oh, yes. Not wishing to waste any time on my statue, I called up the Powers Agency and told them to send over one of his most beautiful models.
Oh, Jimmy, how can you be so stupid? It was a statue of you. What do you want with a beautiful model?
And my boy calls me stupid. Anyway, the finishing date for my statue was fast approaching.
Yeah.
So I locked myself in my studio with my hammer and my chisel and my candy-striped smock with the marshmallow buttons. And after 3 weeks, I emerged with the finished statue. To make me happy, Congress decided to unveil the statue on 42nd Street in my own native metropolis of New York. And, Junior, on the day of the unveiling, crowds were gathered all the way up to 59th Street to see my statue.
Oh, wait a minute. How could they see from there all the way down to 42nd Street?
The statue was at 42nd Street, but the nose reached up to 59th Street. Now you know that you can't go wrong if you start off the day with a song.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of El Relicario.
Brother Gary, the time has come for you to tell the folks what's in the Culture Corner tonight.
That I shall gladly do, James. Tonight, friends, it is my privilege to get our new series off to a real start by presenting a young man who we think is a fine artist, handsome, talented, and appealing. But above all, it's his fine singing voice that has made him a star. And I think perhaps a little applause we can get him to come out here and sing us a song. How about it, all together? Come on. Hush now, don't you cry. I loved you passionately, Beulah Bang Bustle. And I shall never forget the day we met. I was vacuuming the rug in my bachelor quarters, and I pushed the vacuum under the Davenport when I heard a grinding noise and the motor began to strain. I opened the bag to clean it out, and there you were, my sweet. Yes, there you were, and you lay there, darling, blinking happily up at me through the dust and lint. And when I took you in my arms, oh, what a fuzz you made over me. And I looked down at you. I looked down at you, darling, so alluring you were, so absolutely tempting, with that damp cigarette butt dangling from your left ear. And behind your left ear, darling, was your right ear. How about so youthful you looked, so eager and youthful, with your hair falling down over your shoulders, and your shoulders falling down over your hips, and your hips. Oh, but I could go on like this forever. But I knew, my angel, I knew that this was it. We were fated to be wed. So I spoke to you, my voice just bubbling with happiness, joy, and C-R-E-S-T-A, B-L-E-N-C-A, Cresta Blanca, Cresta Blanca. I said to you, Beulah, I said, will you run away with me and get married? And you said, I'd love to, Tyrone, but my feet are tired. Oh, but I soon fixed that. We were married standing in 2 tubs of hot water. It was a double ring ceremony. And we were so happy, darling. We were so happy. My friends didn't like you at first. They said you were mean, just because you like to go around pushing old ladies into buzzsaws. But I remember the fun we had putting the pieces together to see if it was anyone we knew. Yes, we could have been happy, my darling, but then it happened. We were canoeing our way down a placid stream as gentle and calm as a twilight caress. We should have noticed, of course, that the current was growing more swift, and above all, we should have noticed that threatening rumble as though of distant thunder. And suddenly I realized, around the bend of the stream, a waterfall 900 feet high. In 3 seconds, we were being swept along at a breathtaking speed. Paddle, Beulah, I shouted. Paddle, darling, we'll be smashed to bits on the rocks below. No, Beulah, this can't be.
If that music means anything, we're due at this moment for a visit from her nibs, Miss Gibbs.
Right you are, my fuzzy-headed friend. And I've got a song tonight that I could dedicate to you if you were twins.
What's it called?
More and More.
Oh, no.
And if it won't hurt your feelings, I might say it's a little bit prettier than you.
Her nibs, Miss Gibbs.
More and more, this heart of mine confesses. More and more I'm caught in your caresses, warmed by the breath of your sigh, cooled by the blue of your eyes. More and more I find it more than thrilling to share this dream that needed fulfilling. More and more I'm less and less unwilling to give up wanting more and more of you. More and more I find it more than thrilling wanting more and more more and more of you.
The drama of life on the waterfront. End title.
The ferry boat captain's daughter, or she didn't want the fog to lift because she knew her slip would be showing.
That's my boy who said that. But tell me, Garrison.
Yes?
Ain't that somebody knocking on the door?
Either that or the termites are having a jam session. Come in.
Oh, Mr. Durante, there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are.
This dame leaves me no room for argument.
Gentlemen, I am a reporter from the Bronx Daily Eagle.
Well, pull up your feathers and sit down.
My paper wants me to do a story about you and Mr. Durante. I understand that tonight marks the start of your 3rd year on the air together.
That's right. And you can tell your readers that it seems Junior and me were meant to be partners.
Yes, James, it was fate. Destiny, kismet.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
I said kismet, kismet.
Well, this is most embarrassing, but go ahead. Pucker up.
First of all, I wish you'd tell me how the team of Moore and Durante was born.
Well, it all began a couple of years ago. Jimmy and I didn't know each other then, but one day we were both asked to star on the same program. Well, I walked into the office and I said, "Hello, my name is Moore. I tell jokes, play the piano, and sing."
My name is Durante. I tell jokes, play piano, and sing, too.
Well, let's shake.
Let's shake.
Oh!
Ah! I forgot to tell you, I also do jujitsu.
But after that, you became pals, and now you like each other, eh?
Oh, indeed we do.
In fact, madame, if a question of money comes up, we shake hands and forget it. If a question of jokes comes up, we shake hands and forget it. And if a pretty girl comes between us, we shake hands and...
Yes?
Ouch!
Since then, I've learned jujitsu, too.
And you mean that nothing has been able to dissolve your association?
No, madam, not even that time in 1943, when that new girl moved into the apartment next to ours, and...
Gee, Garrison, it sure is sweet of you to take me to a nightclub tonight.
Oh, it's nothing really.
But don't you think you ought to buy me some gardenias for my hair?
Gardenias, pistache. Just say the right word and I'll make it orchids.
Wonderful.
Oh, sorry, that's not the right word. Would you care to try again?
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Good heavens, it's my other boyfriend, Jimmy Durante.
What a situation, the infernal triangle.
Triangle, nothing. Minerva, you're going out with me tonight. Why, I'm worth $500,000.
They're chicken feed. I'm worth $2 million.
Now, boys, don't argue, please. I'll decide the whole thing by flipping a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good heavens, the quarter rolled under the radiator. Now, which one of you is going to take me out?
You're going out alone. We're staying here until we find that quarter.
Yes, you've done a lot of strange things together.
And not only that, we've seen a lot of strange people.
Well, on with the story of Durante and Moore.
Ah, yes. In 1944 came the gasoline shortage. So that year I drove my car while Jimmy kept his in the garage. And the following year I put my car away and Jimmy took his out. Okay, Jimmy, give it the gas. We're late for rehearsal now.
You know something, Junior? I've got a funny feeling that I forgot something. Oh, well, let's go.
Jimmy, can't you go any faster? I told you we were late to rehearsal.
Okay, Junior, I'll step on it. But I still got that funny feeling I forgot something. Now I remember. I forgot how to drive.
Well, so that's the story of Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore. I must say that although its inauguration was inauspicious, your histrionic amalgamation has been meteoric in its success, and your personal affiliation is comparable to a veritable Damon and Pythias.
You said it. I don't know what you said, but you said it.
My dear young lady, I believe this whole situation can be summed up in the following words, like this. Will you join us? We're closer than Damon and Pythias.
Much closer than Damien and Pythias.
You're closer than Damon and Pythias.
And here's hoping we'll always be with you. We're pals.
We're pals.
We're chums.
We're chums.
We're pals.
We're pals.
We're chums.
We're as close as the shell on an oyster.
Just as close as the shell on an oyster.
You're as close as the shell on an oyster.
If you're asking me, things could be moister.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
C.C. May we?
We're pals.
We're friends.
We're friends.
We're chums.
We're chums.
We're pals.
We're pals.
We're chums.
We're chums.
We're chums.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
We may be pals, but I'm still in the habit of breathing.
Jimmy and Gary will be back in a moment. Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of The Karaoke.
Mr. Durante.
A colossal note, Mr. Moore.
And don't forget, Jimmy, we're leaving for California tonight. Tell you what I'll do. I'll meet you at Grand Central Station at 12 o'clock tonight.
Oh, how they love me at the Grand Central Station.
They do.
The last time I walked at the Grand Central to take a train, 16 men picked me up and carried me on their shoulders the whole length of the station.
Oh, fans of yours who wanted to see you off?
No, janitors who wanted to keep the floor clean.
I'm afraid that's my Jimmy who said that. See you in Hollywood, Mr. Durante.
See you in Hollywood, Mr. Moore.
Good night, everybody.
Listen to the Comedy Caravan next week when once again we'll bring you the music of Roy Bargy and his orchestra, songs by Georgia Gibbs, and laughs by
Jimmy Durante.
And Gary Moore.
In person.
This is Howard Petrie saying, we'll see you there.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
Working at my uncle's restaurant. What a day I had. Someone ordered a Denver sandwich, so I went to Denver. Then someone ordered a Bermuda onion, so I went to Bermuda. And now, Junior, am I point up?
Why?
Some guy just came in and ordered devil's food cake.
Yes, Jimmy Durante, Gary Moore, Jerry Sullivan, Roy Bargy and his orchestra, and yours truly, Howard Petrie. Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of El Relicario. Now for the co-star of our show. Here he is, Gary Moore.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard Petrie, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, before we do anything tonight, the old gentleman who lives next door to my house has asked if he may be allowed to give a message to all of the mothers in our neighborhood. Well, Mr. Orwig, what is your message to the mothers?
Mothers, keep your brats off my front lawn.
Isn't that touching? And if you'll bear with us, friends, if you'll bear with us, there's just one more message to one mother in particular.
Come back. Come back. No, please, come back.
Who are you calling for?
My other wife. I'm John.
Oh, there you are, you marvelous little madcap.
Well, will you look who's here? Forever adenoids. Mrs. Wurtelbertel, I feel that I must apologize for not coming over to your garden party yesterday.
Oh, I was so disappointed when you didn't show up. You've no idea how I missed you.
And I missed you too, Mrs. Wurtelbertel.
Oh, Mr. Moore, did you really miss me?
Yes, my aim was good, but the rock was too heavy. But tell me, what brings you here tonight?
Well,
Except for those remarkably large feet. What brings you here, huh?
I met your wife on the street, and she asked me to deliver a kiss to you.
My wife asked you to deliver a kiss to me?
Yes.
Well, just put it on the floor right over there.
Mr. Moore, you're just pulling my leg.
Well, I wasn't, but if you think it'll be fun, let's try it, shall we?
Well, that's no way to talk to a lady and a mother.
Why, Myrtle Wurtelbertel. Did I hear you correctly? Are you a mother?
Why, certainly. I have 16 children.
Ooh.
Oh, and what a delightful gift my husband Wilbur got for me. He gave me a bouquet of 16 roses, one for each child, with a lovely mother card attached.
What did the card say?
Stop!
Let's turn to a boy every mother loves, the one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song.
Say it, boy.
Now, even when things go wrong, why, you feel better, you even look better. Chloe! Chloe! I guess the ushers wouldn't let her in without a ticket. You know, Junior,
Huh?
I still can't get rid of that frog in my throat.
The frog? Well, then why don't you have your throat painted?
I would, but the frog and I can't agree on the color. But that is neither umbre nor argo. The other evening, I was at home with a copy of Forever Amber. You see, I don't have central heating. When who should fly into the room but my long-lost carrier pigeon Herman.
Oh, so your pigeon finally came back. Well, how was Herman?
Delicious. But I want to tell you, Gary, there was a message tied to his leg from the coordinator. He wanted me to construct a pipeline from California to New York. So in order to learn how to dig an underground tunnel, I decided to watch the greatest expert in the world.
Umbriago?
No, a gopher. You only missed by 2 teeth. I worked hard and hand in hand with this gopher. He dug 6 feet and I dug 6 feet. He scooped up dirt and I scooped up dirt. For 10 hours we dug and scooped, and it proved very interesting.
Very interesting?
Yes, we came up on the lady's side of a Turkish bath. Fortunately, we both had towels.
Jimmy, it seems to me that constructing an oil pipeline nowadays is quite a problem. Did you have much trouble getting help?
No, it was child's play for my adulterated mind. I went right out and hired 6,452.
6,452 what?
And these times, who asked?
That's true. Well, Jimmy, I assume you already had rights to the land on which you were going to lay the pipeline.
Indubitably, emphatically, consummately, and irrevocably. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Then answer mine. What did I say? Durante, there's one of you in every crowd.
Jimmy, there's one thing that perplexes me. How did you manage to get your pipeline across the Mississippi River?
It was simple, but damp. However, we struck a wrecked ship at the bottom of the river, so we built our pipeline right through the hull.
The hull, you say?
Watch your language, Junior. I've got my sweetheart tattooed on my chest. Anyway, 6 months later, my transcontinental pipeline was finished. We turned the oil on in Los Angeles, and a terrible thing happened,
Yeah?
Junior. The pipe sprung a leak in Virginia, and 3,000 acres of tobacco was flooded with oil.
Well, did the oil do any damage?
I don't know. Does your cigarette taste different lately?
You and your problems, Jimmy. You know, you wouldn't get into so much trouble if you just settle down and get married. Gee whiz, Jimmy. Just picture a little white cottage in the country, and a while later, the pitter-patter of tiny feet around the house. How does that sound, Jimmy?
Lovely. You buy the ring and I'll pick out the furniture. But, Junior, no kidding. There's only one thing that keeps me from getting married.
What's that?
I can't find a girl that's my type.
Jimmy, your search is over because I have found a girl who's exactly your type. She's waiting outside now. Oh, Agnes.
Drop everything. Roll out your carpets and let me hear those trumpets. Agnes is here in person.
I don't believe it. Nobody could talk like that.
Jimmy, this is the girl I've been telling you about. This is Agnes.
How do you do?
How do you do?
There must be an echo in this joint.
That's my boy who said that. Jimmy, I'm so nuts about you. I've even written you a love song. It's called Tony's Pushcart.
Tony's pushcart? How does it go?
It don't go. You gotta push it. A million of
Junior, I gotta get rid of this dame. She's taking the bread right out of my schnoz.
Jimmy, we have so much in common. We ought to get married. We talk alike.
Yes?
We like the same things.
Yes?
You're a man.
Yes?
And I'm a woman.
I knew this conversation would end in an argument.
This is the final humiliation. I'll take this to the highest court. Where's my big brother? Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
This wise guy's been insulting me. He's been making fun of my verse.
Yeah? How mortifying. How mortifying. I'll hit him on the head so hard, the bum will be curved like a banana. How do you like that? Why, they're crawling out of the cracks. I'm surrounded by aliases. Hey, Gary, get me out of this, well? Don't just stand there. Say something.
I can't.
Why not? That's the conditions that prevail. Everybody wants to get into the act. Now you know that you can't go wrong. Why, if you got off the stage with a song.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of Lither.
Yeah, and while they were playing, I enjoyed a dance backstage with Mrs. Whittlebittle.
Oh, polka?
No, I'm a gentleman at all times. But, Junior, how about telling the people what's in the Culture Corner for tonight, please?
All right, James, I'll tell you, though, I'm in a kind of an embarrassing position tonight. You see, my wife has always wanted to write for the radio. Now, let her write me a play for tonight.
Oh, it's swell, Gary. Is the play any good?
Is it good? It stinks. It's not very good at all, no. Not very good.
Well, now, Gary, you're not going to do it just because she wrote it. After all, where is your courage? Where is your independence?
He hasn't been married very long, has he? Now, the play is set in a hospital, and I am a prospective father. As the curtain rises, I am in the hospital elevator. And as I go up to await the birth of my offspring, I am anxiously counting the floors as they go past. 3, 6, 9, 12. I guess it's dangerous to have any more in California on account of earthquakes. Well, I guess this is it. Yes?
Your wife evidently wants your time to be well occupied. If you'll open that door, you'll see what she just got for you. A set of fiddly wings.
Well, nurse, take a good look at me. What do you think I'll be father of this time?
Oh, it's a pity we can't look into the future and see what we're getting, isn't it?
Yeah. You fella gets sentimental, you know, at a time like this. I'll never forget the first day I met my wife.
That's no concern of mine. I understand this is your second child. Where was your first baby born?
Well, we'll discuss that later. I brought my wife a bunch of flowers. What shall I do with them?
Well, we usually put them in the icebox overnight. The little ones we never bother with. In fact, if an intern has a date, he usually helps himself to one and wears it in his buttonhole.
Well, I'm not very familiar with this hospital. Where do they take the babies after they're born?
Now, don't worry about a thing. Just sit here with this gentleman. He's waiting, too.
Oh, hello. Say, there's a nice view out this window. That bird's nest on the window ledge is empty, isn't it?
No, that's where you're wrong. I just saw a robin sit down and lay an egg in it.
Oh, gee, I'm so excited I've lost my hat. I must have left it downstairs in the office.
Well, the superintendent won't let you have it unless it's got your initials on the inside.
I'm still worried about my wife. I hope she gives me a little baby boy to take home.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my white leg.
Now, Gary, listen, I'm very fond of your wife, but to me this whole place sounded like it was backwards or something.
Backwards, Howard, that's just it. She was making an upside-down cake while she was writing this play. Now, let's say she wrote the whole thing backwards.
Well, then let's try reading it backwards, huh?
All right, you start with your last line and read toward the front, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
All right.
Gee, I'm worried about my wife. I hope she gives me a little baby boy to take home.
Well, the superintendent won't let you have it unless it's got your initials on the inside. Now, this play's beginning to make sense. Carry on, Howard. Read on.
Oh, gee, I'm so excited. I've lost my hat. I must have left it downstairs in the office.
That's where you're wrong. I just saw Robin sit down and lay an egg in it. Say, nurse, I'm not very familiar with this hospital. Where do they take the babies after they're born?
Well, we usually put them in the icebox overnight. The little ones we never bother with. In fact, if an intern has a date, he helps himself to one and wears it in his buttonhole.
Well, I've brought my wife a bunch of flowers. What shall I do with them?
That's no concern of mine.
Oh, gee, I'll never forget the day I first met my wife.
It's a pity we can't look into the future and see what we're getting.
Well, nurse, take a good look at me. What do you think I'll be the father of this time?
A set of tiddlywinks. Now, Mr. Moore, your wife evidently wants your time to be well occupied. If you'll open that door, you'll see what she just got for you.
3, 6, 9, 12. I guess it's dangerous to have any more in California on account of the earthquake. Ladies and gentlemen, she paid us a visit once or twice before, but this marks her first night as a regular member of our gang. We're delighted indeed to throw out the welcome mat for Miss Jeri Sullavan.
Thanks, Jerry. And I want you to know that I couldn't be more thrilled.
We're thrilled, too, Miss Sullivan. You know, you're the prettiest person in Hollywood, the prettiest person in America, and the prettiest person in the world.
Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. Aren't you forgetting yourself?
No, you're prettier than I am, too.
I think you're both pretty. But for something pretty swell for all of us, Jeri Sullivan singing her song for tonight, titled Anywhere, Jeri Sullivan.
Anywhere, as long as you are there. Anywhere, just start the chase. I'll go where you are, dear. It doesn't matter how far, dear. I'd take a trip to a star, dear, for that warm embrace. Just say you care, and I'll go anywhere, anytime, and any place. Magic carpet, I'm willing to swear that kiss of yours could take me anywhere. Anytime. Although I have no magic carpet, I'm willing to swear that kiss of yours can take me
Ladies and gentlemen, in place of our regular Friday night drama, tonight we present another operatic performance by the G-Clef Coffee Clats and Culture Choir.
That's what I like to hear. How are we going to sing this opera? Cappella?
A cappella? Jimmy, you don't even know what a cappella means.
I know, but you must admit it makes a very intelligent question.
It does. Now, our leading lady tonight, our charming newcomer, Miss Jeri Sullavan, will play the part of my wife, and you, Jimmy, play the part of a crooked sheriff.
Oh, boy, give me my badge. I can hardly wait to pin my badge on.
What's your hurry?
I gotta hurry. My suspenders just broke.
I see. Well, now, the part of a handsome stranger in the opera will be played by Robert Jellison, a fugitive from the Danny Kaye show.
How do you do?
Are you in pain? And for our final bit of casting, Mr. Howard Petrie will be in charge of singing the special choral effects.
Oh, the choral effect? Oh, I love that kind of carrying on.
I'll give 8 to 5. That guy's father hates him.
Well, enough of this twiddle twaddle. The opera is about to begin. Mr. Bargy, the overture to the opera.
Tonight's opera deals with a tragic theme indeed. A young man who has fallen into the clutches of a crooked sheriff who's in love with the young man's wife. The sheriff has framed our hero, and from the young man's heart there springs forth a song of deep despair.
Oh, I'm a-going to the jailhouse, alas and alack. I'm an innocent man, but I am one sad sack. I've been framed by a sheriff named Sneaky McGurk, and it ain't no work to say McGurk is a jerk. He's as crooked as a pretzel and as slippery as an eel. He surpasses old Sullivan as the #1 heel. He held up a bank and then dug-gun it. He swore out a warrant and he claimed that I'd done it.
Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub!
Now I am the wife of this unfortunate man. He's got an honest heart underneath his homely tan, but McGurk is a jerk who is crazy about skirts.
And when it comes to her, he ain't crazy, he's nerd.
So he framed my hubby, gonna have him sent to prison, 'cause he thinks that from then on, I will be his'n. But I'll expose the sheriff and I'll make him face the music. Or my name ain't Fanny Aphrodisia Van Dusick.
Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub! And here he comes, folks, the crooked sheriff who has framed our hero so he can steal his wife. Let's all hit!
Tootsie, my pretty little squaw. Open up the door in the name of the law. Stick up your hands and don't you dare move a muscle, or I'll perforate your husband right in the bustle.
Will not.
Will do.
Will not.
Will do. When I've got him in the jailhouse out of the way, we can play post office all the doggone day. I'll give you air mail kisses. I'll give you nothing less.
But you'll have to send your schnozzle by Railway Express.
Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub!
I'll bet he wrote the words to that himself.
You're a mean man, Sheriff, and you ought to be in jail. You're lower than the dimple on the tummy of a whale. But I'll hug you and I'll kiss you if you'll only do right.
Hug me and kiss me. There's good news tonight.
Say yes.
Oh, no.
Say yes.
Oh, no. You can stop your begging, 'cause it ain't no use. I'm taking him away to the local calaboose.
Won't somebody save me from this trick so dirty?
I'll call Dick Tracy.
He's out with gravel Gertie.
Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub! Hot tub!
Mr. Petrie, you have added nothing to the conversation.
What's that? a coming.
Who do I spy?
What's that a flying up there in the sky?
Is it a bird?
Is it a plane?
Is it going to land?
Stand back, villain. It's me, Superman.
Eat-gah.
Hoorah.
Gazoo.
Hooray!
You heard what I said. It's me, Superman. And believe me, kiddies, I'm a super-duper man. I can fight like crazy. I'm a real brave fellow.
He's got a physique like a tub full of jello. A two. Have two. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Why don't you go someplace and lie down?
Did you bring any evidence to set me free?
The sheriff is the guilty man, as guilty as can be. He made a bad slip, and to jail he's a-going.
How do you like that? My slip is showing.
3 cheers.
I'm some.
3 cheers.
I'm cooked.
So you see, Mr. Sheriff, the crime doesn't pay.
And from other men's women, you should always keep away.
Have you any last words, you wicked old goat?
Yeah. Unquote.
Hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Good night,
Jerry and Jimmy will be back in a moment.
Go around weeping. I should care. I should go without sleeping. Strangely enough, I sleep well, except for a dream or two. But then I count my sleep well. Funny how she can lull you to sleep. So I shouldn't let it upset me. I should care, but it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you. But I should care, and I do. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you, but I should care, and I do.
Hey, now, who will agree with you when we're far away? When we're, let me hear that high note, maestro. What a note.
A note of finality, Mr. Durante.
A note of conclusion, Mr. Moore.
And now that our day's work has been done, James, I've got an idea. You know, Danny Kaye's program follows ours in a few minutes. Why don't we go next door and hear him sing his song?
Junior, I don't want to sound snooty, but why should I listen to Danny Kaye? You know, Danny and I are almost exactly alike.
You are?
Yes, he has a wavy head and pear-shaped tones, and I have wavy tones and a pear-shaped head.
That's all right. Good night, Mr. Durante.
Good night, Mr. Moore.
Good night, everybody.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Show.
Hello, this is Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
I'm trying to buy my girl an engagement ring, but I can't afford a diamond.
Oh, forget diamonds, Jimmy. Get her a topaz.
A topaz? I'll have you know her hair is her own.
Here's the Comedy Caravan starring Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore, with music by Roy Bargy and his orchestra and songs by Georgia Gibbs. The Bargy Men open the show with one of the season's top tunes. Hit it, Roy. Now we bring you a young man who took a party of 18 to Earl Carroll's, which was all right until he got caught by the mother of the party of 18. And here he is, Gary Moore.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my friends, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And say, Mr. Putre.
Yes, Mr. Moron.
We'll take advantage of our friendship. It was the nicest masquerade party I've ever been to.
Yeah, I know it was. I was at the masquerade, too.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Say, were you wearing a red velvet evening gown?
Yeah.
Did you have on a large pearl necklace?
Yes.
And did you dance the rumble with the guy in a clown suit?
Why, yes.
Mildred, give me back my $87. Oh, how do you like that guy? And I believed him when he said I looked like Cary Grant.
Well, Gary, you certainly fell for it. My whole party ate dinner off your $87.
Well, I don't doubt it. I never saw such prices. 70 cents for a bottle of 7-Up.
Oh, I don't think 70 cents is so bad for a bottle of 7-Up.
You don't? Have you ever figured that out? 7 goes into 70? Why, that's 10 cents per up. 70 cents. Why, I've never been so... Now, you see, there goes another dime. Someday they're going to find out that I'm...
Oh, there you are, Mr. Moore, you delicious man.
Mrs. Wordle, when you laugh like that, would you mind backing up a little? The undertow sucks the laces right out of my shoes.
Mr. Moore, you just don't appreciate me enough. Do you realize that every time I come to see you, I'm playing hooky from my husband?
Playing hooky, huh? Well, you've certainly got the nose to play it with. But what is the purpose of your visit tonight?
Well, I came here to wish you continued success with your first sponsor.
First sponsor? Why, bless your Bertle, Mrs. Wordle. I was first sponsored out in Chicago by the makers of Carmichael's Catsup.
Really?
Yes, we had the greatest slogan in radio. Carmichael's Catsup, the only catsup that contains real cats.
Oh, and did the company prosper?
Did it prosper? Yes, it did. Until one day at the factory, the sponsor got caught in the machinery. Then we had to change our slogan.
Well, what did you change it to?
Carmichael's Catsup, the only catsup that contains Carmichael. But I do appreciate your interest in me, Mrs. Wurtle, and I just want to say right now that if there's anything you need, my dear, if there's anything you're lacking that my money can buy for you...
Yes?
See Mildred, she's got my wallet. So having got out of that all right, I'll embroil myself in more trouble by calling on the one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song.
Sing it, Jimmy.
Now, even when things go wrong, like Briano.
What's that?
Could be mayor of New York or of Chicago. Briano.
Who's he?
Razors came from Portland, Maine to Santiago.
The rascal.
Now, when you worry,
Yes?
better send for Umbriago in a hurry.
I'll phone him.
Say he's got lots of time. That's all he spends his time. He never spends a dime.
Cheapskate.
So, when you feel low,
Then what?
Better send for my friend Umbriago. Hit it! Umbriago.
Ah, Jimmy, that's lovely. But look, how come you're serenading Umbriago tonight?
That's my way of sending him my congratulations. You know, Junior, the 4th grade at night school just voted Umbriago the man most likely to succeed.
Succeed in what?
In staying in the 4th grade at night school. After school, the teacher lets him beat the erasers.
Oh, Durante. Durante, you're a fellow with many facets. You're a man of loyalty, a man of sympathy, and a man of integrity.
Think of that, and the three of us have been getting along on only one ration book.
You shouldn't have any trouble supporting all three of you with the profits from your new picture, Music for Millions. I saw it on a double bill with Wilson, you know.
Yes, and I saw that picture, Wilson, too. What a popular president that guy was. I saw the picture 5 times, and he was elected every time. Last time it was kind of close until the votes started coming in from the second balcony.
Well, Jimmy, now that election year is over, I suppose Washington won't bother you as frequently as before.
On the contrary, Junior, Washington is leaning more heavily on Durante than ever.
Well, that's what you get for being a genius.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but I'm glad you did. Why, just last night, Junior, I was at home and the telephone tinkled. So I goes to my Democratic-Republican phone.
Your Democratic-Republican phone?
Yes, you see, it's a 2-party line.
Oh, no!
So I picks up the receiver. It was a long-distance call from Washington. Collect, as usual.
Yeah.
So I says, hello, and the voice says, hello. I says, who is this? And the voice says, who is this? I says, I can't hear you. And the voice says, I can't hear you. It's $3 a minute, and all I'm getting is echoes. Jimmy, we're organizing an expedition to Oklahoma to find new oil lands. We want you to be the head geologist. That's what he said to Jimmy. Without further ado or a don't, I accepts.
You accept it? Oh, no, Schnoz, you don't know the first thing about geology.
That's a slur, sir. There are very few questions I can't answer about geology.
All right, answer this one. What is the difference between the geotectonic structure of the paleontological fossilifers and the dynamic epigene of the metamorphic?
I'll answer that in the affirmative. Nay. Howsoever, to continue with the story, I prepares myself for my trip to Oklahoma. First, I puts on my 5-gallon hat.
Jimmy, that's supposed to be a 10-gallon hat.
How do you like that? Somebody's been siphoning my hat.
I think someone's been siphoning your head.
Yes, that too. But getting on with my trip, I takes out my map and discovers that Oklahoma is 1,500 miles as the crow flies. So getting a reservation on the 6:15 Crow. I was in Oklahoma quicker than you could say Dmitri Shostakovich. And I said that without an interpreter.
Wish you'd explain it to me sometime. But when you get to Oklahoma, Jimmy, rather, when you got to Oklahoma, where did you start to look for the oil lands?
In the Indian country.
But did the chief finally offer to help you find the oil land?
Yes, and he even tells me how to get there. Durante, he says, just face the west and follow your nose. So I starts walking. 3 months later, I'm in Popocatépetl. It took me 1 month to walk there and 2 months to pronounce it. Looking under a nearby rock, I finds another note that says, Durante, follow your nose. So again I starts walking, and 3 months later I'm in Acapulco. This I know I'll never pronounce, so I walks 2 miles further, and the joke's there. There I find another note that says, Durante, follow your nose. I've never seen such dull reading matter. So again I starts walking, and after 3 more months, my patience was rewarded. I came to it.
You came to the oil?
No, I came to the end of my nose. Now you know that you can't go wrong. Why you start off the day with a song.
Thank you, my friends, but save your applause. You're going to need it. For here is her nibs, Miss Gibbs. Hiya, Georgia.
Hiya, my little friend. Tell me, what are your personal views on the general subject of love?
Love? Oh, that old stuff.
Oh, be careful, my chum. Because like it says in the song, it could happen to you. Hide your heart from sight. Lock your dreams at night. It could happen to you. Don't count stars or you might stumble. Someone drops a sigh and down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring. Run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And it happened to me. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And it happened to me.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of Poor Little Rhode Island.
that was Roy Bargy and his orchestra playing Poor Little Rhode Island. I lost an overcoat in a little town in Rhode Island once.
Pawtucket?
No, it was one of those sneaky bellboys. Durante, you'll say anything.
You will do.
And to prove I'm not alone in this sentiment, let us now creep over to the culture corner and Mr. Gary Moore. What's up tonight, Junior?
Tonight, James, we shall putter about in the poetry department with an odorous little ode that I concocted long ago entitled Poem in Praise of a Cow.
Very well, Junior. You may proceed. I put that line in myself, folks.
Well, here then, friends, is my poem in praise of a cow. All hail to you, you noble cow. To me, O cow, you are a wow. To you, O cow, I make a bow. I bow, kowtow, and shout, how now? I love you, tame and gentle creature. I'm always very glad to meet you. Oh, lift your stately head and toss it, and let me shake your every faucet. Oh, let me thank you while I can for all the things you've done for man. All hail to you on this your heyday, for all that ever-loving gray day. Oh, cow, it's from your skin valise you give out milk and cottage cheese. Yes, cottage cheese, the best there is, except for camembert and Swiss. And cream cheese, too, so mild and mellow. Also Limburger, strong and smellow. You always give, you never slip. You are the country's biggest drip. You don't hold out, you give in quickly. You always gush, you're never trickly. Oh, tell me, cow, how do you do it? Is there something tricky to it? You chew up hay as fine as silk, you shake it up, and out comes milk. Oh, cow, the people of this nation owe you much appreciation. From now until the dimmest future, human beings will salute you. Everyone adores dear Bossy, from Toscanini to Tommy Dawsey. Each human being, gay or grim, partakes of milk, and sometimes crim. Why, you're a charming cow, you have no faults, and you're behind all chocolate malts. Each noon, the customers at Liggett's pay a tribute to your spigots. So let me tell you, noble cow, how I do adore you now. Let me salute your magic udder. You're my sister, I'm your brother. Oh, I greet you with heart and stomach full, oh dairy cow, and that's no bull. But cow, before I let you go, there's just one thing I'd like to know. One question I would like to utter. Look it, honey, where's the butter? They had a strike in the mattress department, or holiday for springs.
Holiday for springs. This Easter, you may color that and roll it down the White House lawn.
Thank you, James. Meanwhile, let's be off to the department store. Hurry, scurry.
You hurry, and I'll take the scurry with the fringe on top.
Oh, Jimmy, isn't this great? Here we are, owners of a department store. And to think when I first came here to work, I was nothing but the chief whoopser.
Chief whoopser? What's a whoopser?
Well, he's the fellow who stands at the foot of the escalator, and when the lady customers start to get off,
He takes him by the arm and says, whoops, 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 whoops.
Well, I'm sure glad we put in those escalators. Because I'm now using the elevators for the food department.
For the food department? How come?
First, I get in the elevator, take it up to the 10th floor, cut the cables, and down it goes.
Yeah.
Then I get in another elevator, take it up to the 10th floor, cut the cables, and down it goes.
Wait a minute, Jim. What's the idea of cutting all our elevator cables?
Do you know a better way to crack walnuts?
Jimmy, how can you be such a constant idiot?
I have a charge account. What's your excuse?
Mr. Moore.
Oh, yes, Miss McGillicuddy.
We just got in a new shipment of cuckoo clocks, and I can't even wind them. I'm afraid they're a little stiff. Just listen.
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Stiff? That one's not stiff. It's plaster. Oh, well. Jimmy, we've got to start thinking about our income tax. You know, that's really quite a problem.
Don't worry about a thing. Why, it's as easy as rolling a log off a duck's back.
It is, huh?
First, we take our income and deduct 20% withholding. Then we deduct 30% without holding. Then we deduct 15% for overhead and 35% for underhead, plus the accrued fiduciary, which leaves us 5%. Then from the 5%, we deduct 10%.
Jimmy, if we deduct 10% from 5%, what have we got left?
Do you think it's too late for us to get on the WPA?
Listen, just let that tax collector show his face around here. I'll throw him right out on his ear. He may be big, but I'm afraid of neither man...
Hello there.
...nor beast.
Gentlemen, I'm in terrible trouble. I'm Mrs. Diffenderfer, and I lost my little daughter while I was dilly-dallying in the drapery department.
You're Mrs. Dipper, daughter, and you lost your duffer while your daughter was draping in the dally department.
No, Jimmy, she's Mrs. Dilly Dropper, and she draped her daughter while she was Diffenderfer
No!
in the...
I'm Mrs. Daughter Dilly, and I differ the drapery in the dally department.
This might become more popular than the trolley song.
Tell me, Mrs. Diffenderfer, is this your very own daughter who is missing?
Yes, I know I don't look old enough to be a mother, but she's my very own little girl.
How old is the little tot?
She was just 47 yesterday.
47? Have you looked in the remnant department?
Listen, Bristlebean. If my daughter isn't returned to me immediately, I will sue you two morons for every cent you own. That's all. Au revoir, aloha, and adios.
How do you like that for manners? She didn't even say goodbye. Junior, if we don't find our daughter, our business will go to the dogs.
Yes, we'll be up the creek without a poodle.
What?
Wait a minute, Jimmy. Why couldn't we create an artificial girl?
Could we do that?
Well, why not? After all, the human body is a simple thing. It's made up of nothing but 1/8 iodine, 1/16 calcium, 1/4 carbohydrates, 1/10 sodium salicylate, and 1/5 saline phosphate.
What? No flesh?
Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. Wait. I have an easier way to create an artificial girl.
How, Junior?
Just remember that old adage, little girls are made of sugar and spice. We'll get us some sugar and spice and...
You mean?
Yes. We'll create a girl that'll make Mrs. Diffenderfer forget that she lost her daughter while dilly-dallying in the drapery department.
Poor Mrs. Dilly Duffy. She should have never left the dilly draped to her daughter in the dally department.
You mean Mrs. Draper Dropper should never have dropped her diff in her dilly daughter's department?
No, I said the dilly daughter's department.
You mean the diff...
This could lead to ulcers. First, Junior, we need some sugar.
Yeah.
I'll go in this restaurant, buy a cup of coffee, and save the sugar for our experiment.
Okay, I'll wait outside here. Oh, look at that beautiful blonde on the other side of the street.
All right, Brillo head. If I catch you whistling at any more girls in my beat, I'll run you into the station house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, Flatfoot, do you know what I would do to you if you didn't have that uniform on?
What would you do if I didn't have this uniform on?
I'd get you a bathrobe. It's chilly out here. Oh, there you are, Jimmy. Say, did you get the sugar?
Yeah, but they'd only give me 1 lump with each cup. I had to drink 35 cups of coffee.
35 cups of coffee? Gee, Jimmy, you look awful. Open your mouth and say, ah.
Okay. How do you like that? I'm starting to percolate.
Well, now all we need is the spice, and I'll take care of that. Well, Jimmy, here we are in the front of Lana Turner's house. Now, you wait out here. I'll go in and get the spice.
Junior, what kind of spice has Lana Turner got?
He's led such a sheltered life. Now, Jimmy, we're ready for our experiment. Give me the test tubes.
Here they are.
Now give me the sugar.
Here it is.
Now the spice.
Here it is.
Now throw the switch and we'll have a girl just like the daughter that Mrs. Duffendorfer lost while dilly-dallying in the drapery department.
Poor Mrs. Julie Daper, she should have never dilly-dally
Never
with her
mind.
daughter. Junior, she's starting to move.
Yes, her features are beginning to form. Say, she looks familiar. Speak, O artificial girl. What are the first words you will utter on this earth?
I'm Mrs. Dippendorfer, and I lost my little daughter while I was dilly-dallying into the...
Everybody wants to get into the act. me hear that high note, maestro. What a note,
A
Mr.
magnificent note, Mr. Durante.
Listen to the Comedy Caravan next week when once again we'll bring you the music of Roy Bargy and his orchestra, songs by Georgia Gibbs, and laughs by
Jimmy Durante
and Gary Moore.
In person.
This is Howard Petrie saying, we'll see you then.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
Junior, I just walked into my girl's apartment. She's standing over the kitchen stove, and there's a strange man there with her.
Well, when did you get here?
As soon as I find out what's cooking.
Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore
In person.
Yes, Jimmy Durante, Gary Moore, Jerry Sullivan, Roy Bargy and his orchestra, and yours truly, Howard Petrie.
I'm sitting in my study, putting the finishing touches to my unfinished symphony, when who walks in? My butler, unannounced. He hands me a copy of the Philharmonic News, which I was eagerly awaiting, and what do I see right on the front page? A picture, a group picture, with a headline reading, Musical America selects the three greatest conductors of all time, Toscanini, Iturbi, and me. I'm glad they got recognition, too. There's not a jealous bone in my body, and very few muscles. But after due consideration, I arrives at the conclusion that there's room in this country for more than one great conductor. So, gentlemen, let's bow to the incredible. There's Toscanini, Iturbi, and me. We are definitely the big three. You know, I'll never forget when Toscanini came to me for advice. He said, Jimmy, when I play the Nutcracker Suite, should I use my left hand or should I use my right hand? I said, neither one. You use the Nutcracker. Durante, you mad fool, you. There's Toscanini, Iturbi, and me. There's Toscanini, Iturbi. They got great outfits. We won't get into a conversery about that. Toscanini's brass section is the talk of the world. Quote. I'm very happy to unquote. But I got a piccolo section that's the talk of the town. Yeah, yeah. Chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat, chitty beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If Ingrid Bergman is listening in, are you spellbound? There's Toscanini, Iturbi. Don't make me laugh. Can they play piano? No. Can I play piano? Posterity will tell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play a solo on the piano, assisted by that wizard of the drums, Mr. Gary Moore.
At the piano, Maestro Durante. On the drums, Maestro Moore.
See, wait a minute. How do you like that? This guy's going in business for himself. We'll start again, Mr. Moore. Glad you knew enough to butt out. Soft. I stand out. Soft. Wait a minute.
Now what's the matter?
One more outburst, Mr. Moore, and those drums go back to Sears and Roebuck. Start again. Soft. You annoy the professor. Soft. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Moore will not be with us tomorrow night. He was taken unexpectedly wounded. Why, we're the Carnegie Hall boys, a lot on the ball, boys. Toscanini, Iturbi, and me.
It's time now for Roy Bargy and the orchestra playing So in Love.
Boggy! Mr. Boggy, that was great. You played with the utmost exuberance.
Thanks, Jimmy, but I wish you wouldn't wag your head in time with the music.
Why not?
Because half the band follows my stick and the other half follows your nose.
Mr. Boggy, in the words of the immortal bard, Guy Lombardo, musicians who looks for jokes and script today looks for job tomorrow. And with that, Bonmont, let's turn to my cultured colleague, Mr. Gary Moore. Junior, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, Jimmy, I was reading in the paper the other night where during the war, one of the big schools down south took on a lady football coach.
A lady football coach?
Yeah, and I began to wonder what effect it would have on the players if all the football teams in the country were coached by women.
Elucidate, Junior. Meanwhile, I shall pick up my crochet needles and listen with knitted brow.
Well, friends, the scene is 50 years in the future. 50 years of feminine football coaching. Head coach Bessie Binswanger has sent her team out onto the playing field. The game is in progress as the captain turns to his teammates and says, "Oh, fellows, huddle, fellows. Everybody huddle, 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 huddle. George, make circle, George. There now. Isn't this cozier?"
Oh, yes, Captain. Why don't you smell good today? Oh, what's that new shaving lotion you're wearing?
Well, what did you say?
I said, what's that new shaving lotion you're wearing?
Why, haven't you heard? It's the latest thing. Schlemiel's Locker Room number 2. Why, I'm simply mad about it myself.
Come on, boys, play ball.
Oh, the coach is getting impatient. What play are we going to call next?
Listen, I have thought up a simply ducky play. Now, listen, Santa.
Yes, Captain?
Santa, when I count to 10, you pass the ball to the fullback.
I will not. The fullback and I are not on speaking terms.
Oh. Well, in that case, then you pass the ball to me, and I'll hand it to the fullback. Now, let's see. Oh, and fullback, when you get the ball, you throw a long, long pass.
I will not. You want me to break a fingernail?
Goodness. Then I'll be the center, and I'll pass the ball to him, and he can kick the ball.
I will not. I'm wearing open-toed shoes.
Come on, boys, break it up.
Oh, all right, then here's what we'll do. Now, you be center, you pass the ball to me, and then everybody looks to the right, you see. And when you do,
yes?
I'll scamper like mad to the left. Strategy. Places now, fellas, and wait until I count 10.
Okay. Oh, this is so exciting.
Signals now, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fullback.
Yes, Captain.
Have you heard the latest about George Vickers?
Oh, no. Oh, do tell.
Last week, he had the milkwoman deliver the milk inside. Well, now, let's go, Signals. Hip 32.
Oh, now, wait.
What's the matter?
Your hips are 38 if they're an inch.
I ought to hit you right on the head with my nose guard.
Hey, boys, get going. Look at the clock, Captain. It's 4:45. There's only time left for one play.
4:45. Oh, good heavens, I had no idea it was that late. I'll carry the ball, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, look at him run. Oh, he's past the 30-yard line.
Now the 20-yard line.
The 10.
He's over the goal for a touchdown.
Oh, but wait a minute. He's still running. He's running right out of the stadium.
Oh, Captain, you can stop now. You made a touchdown.
Who cares about touchdowns? I've got to get home. My pot roast is burning. Well, sir, in the world of today, men are still men and gals are still gals, and I'm grateful for it. Especially for gals like Jeri Sullivan. Hiya, Jeri. What's a good word?
Lots of good words, Gary, my friend, and very neatly arranged to a most charming melody. Put them all together and they spell out, it's been a long, long time.
Jeri Sullivan sings.
Just kiss me once, then kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I've dreamed about you, or just how empty they all seemed without you. So kiss me once, then kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long, long time. It's been a long, long time. So kiss me once, kiss me twice, kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I've dreamed about you, and just how empty they all seem without you. So kiss me once, then kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long time, such a long, long time.
Swig and Bustle Club brings you a stern saga of science and research, entitled
The young scientist was experimenting with uranium-235, or... That young man is going places.
Another remark like that, my boy will join him.
Well, Jimmy, tonight you and I are men of science. Let's hop over to our laboratory quick like a gazelle.
Like a gazelle? Okay, you go like Gaz and I'll go like... or even faster. Junior, where are you?
Quiet, Jimmy. Don't bother me. I am just about to complete the greatest experiment of all time. If this works, we'll win the Nobel Prize. Here, now help me pull up on the handle of the suction pump.
All right.
It worked! Jimmy, it worked! You can get that first olive out without breaking the bottle.
That guy is a muck with intelligence. But, Junior, wait till you hear what I've done. At last we can continue with our experiments.
Professor, you've gotten us some guinea pigs.
Better than that, rabbits. In this basket is a girl rabbit, a boy rabbit, a girl rabbit, a boy rabbit, a girl rabbit, a boy rabbit, and a hoot owl.
Jimmy, what is the hoot owl doing in there with all those rabbits?
She's the chaperone. You know it's dark in there.
Let me open the door, will you?
Oh, so there you are, you beasts, you curs, you hounds. Well, speak up.
Okay.
Junior, it's Mrs. DePeister who gave us the money to buy this place.
Why do I bother with you?
Have faith in us, madame. We're working on a great experiment now. We're trying to prove that every living thing in here is here for a purpose.
Oh, why was I born?
There are some things that even science can't answer.
Oh, he's what I want to be when I grow up.
Now, look, gentlemen.
Yeah?
Unless you come through with a scientific discovery, I shall be forced to withdraw my financial support.
Why, how can you do this to me, Mrs. DePeister? After all I've given to science, night after night, working in my laboratory, working endlessly onward, and for what? To be scorned, cast aside like an old shoe? There's one thing I've got to know, do you hear me? There's one thing you've got to tell me.
What's that?
Do you like my haircut this way?
That's my boy who said that. And if he says it again, I'll trade him in for 2 girls.
Oh, pip you two. And remember, no important discovery, no check. Tally-ho.
Now there is Britain's revenge for Bunker Hill. But, Jimmy, we've got to do something to convince her that we're great scientists.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've got it, Jimmy. Egypt. If we can take one of those Egyptian mummies and bring it back to life, we'll be made. Why, imagine the Queen of Sheba talking again.
Oh, she'll talk, all right.
Well, how do you know?
She may be 3,000 years old, Junior, but she's still a woman. Junior, this Egypt sure is a monotonous country. Sand, white sand. Nothing for days now but sand. What'll I do?
Well, give me the pail and shovel and I'll play a while.
pail and shovel he wants. At a time like this, what I need is plenty of water.
What do you want with water?
Then I could play with my bubble pipe. Junior, we're just adorable tonight.
Never mind your bubble pipe. Here are the pyramids. Let's go in, huh? Gee whiz, it sure is dark and scary in here.
You're not kidding. I'm getting goose pimples.
Goose pimples? You're lucky. I'm breaking out in ping pong balls. But, Jimmy, now, don't be so nervous, Jimmy. Stop biting your fingernails. Why don't you get a nail file?
It's no use. I bite nail files, too. Junior, look. The mummy we've been looking for, the original Queen of Sheba, 3,000 years old.
She must have led a clean life. She doesn't look a day over 2,500. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's bring her to life. Quick, fasten the wires.
Fasten the wires.
Clamp the electrodes.
Clamp the electrodes.
Crank up the generator.
Crank up the generators.
Check the plugs.
Check the plugs.
Now double up the superheterodyne, discharge the anodyne, circulate the rheostats, accelerate the amperes, velocitate the wattage, synchronize the oscillator, tempo the transformer, and tabulate the voltage.
Check the plugs.
It's all ready, Jimmy. It's all ready. Our jobs, our careers, our everything depend on this. I'm going to pull the switch. Here goes.
It's waking, Junior. Her eyelids are starting to flutter.
She's coming to life.
Her lips are moving. She's going to speak.
Speak, O Egyptian queen. After 3,000 years of silence, what are the first words you're going to utter on this earth?
Where can I find Sonny Wise
Say now, who will be with you when we're far away?
Yeah.
When we're... Let me hear that high note, maestro. What a note.
A magnificent note, Mr. Durante.
A gigantic note, Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Well, Junior, with the program out of the way, we're all set for tomorrow's football game. Fortunately, I was able to get us 2 box seats.
Well, that's wonderful, Jimmy, but are you sure they're box seats?
Positive. I removed the oranges myself.
It's not Jimmy who said that. Good night, Mr. Durante.
Good night, Mr. Moore.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash.
Listen to the Comedy Caravan next week, when once again we'll bring you the music of Roy Bargy and his orchestra, songs by Jerry Sullivan, and laughs by Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore. And now let's settle back and listen to the music of Roy Bargy's band and the voice of Jerry Sullivan.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of The Continental.
Every doggone time I fall in love, I get a shoving around every time. Every time, every doggone time I try romance, I'm taking a chance on losing my mind. I'm gonna learn to be a hermit and live in a hermit's cave until I lose those blues my sweetie gave to me. I'm gonna burn my bridges behind me. I'm gonna hate all you men. You can look, but you'll never find me behind the 8 ball again. 'Cause every time, every doggone time I fall in love, I get a shoving around every doggone time. Every time I fall in love, every time. Every time, each time I try romance, I'm taking a chance on losing my mind. I'm gonna learn to be a hermit and I live in a hermit's cave until I lose those blues my sweetie gave to me. I'm gonna burn my bridges behind me. I'm gonna hate all you men. You can look, but you'll never find me behind the 8 ball again. 'Cause every time, every doggone time I fall in love, I get a shoving around every doggone
Ah, thank you, Jerry.
the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Hello, this is Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
I'm digging for buried treasure.
Buried treasure?
Yeah, my dog buried a bone and there's still some meat on
Here's the Comedy Caravan, a rebroadcast for you men and women in the armed forces of the United Nations, starring Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore, with songs by gorgeous Georgia Gibbs, Roy Bargy and his orchestra.
And for those of you who have not been able to get as much gas as you want, draw closer to your radio, because here comes more gas than you can handle. Gary Moore.
Thank you very much, my friends. But we are glad to see all of you people tonight, and we do hope that you are happy to see us.
Mr. Moore, oh, I'm delighted to see you. Oh, I'm delighted all over myself.
Strangest things come in through the air conditioning. That's awfully nice of you. What can I do for you, madam?
Well, you see, I attend your program every week with a group of high-minded girls.
High-minded girls?
Yes, if someone says hi to us, we don't mind. Oh, but now it's time to go back to college, so I came in to say goodbye.
Oh, you're a college girl. Well, how about letting me hear your school yell?
Okay. Ow!
That is your school yell?
Yes, I go to dental college.
Oh, goes to dental college. You know something, Howard? That girl either had an awfully large Adam's apple or she's been playing ping pong with her mouth open.
Well, at least she's trying to improve herself by going to college. Say, what are your plans for the fall season?
Oh, Howard, I'm glad you asked. I'm branching out into business this fall. I've got a great idea for a new kind of soap.
A soap?
Yeah, you know, there are all kinds of soaps on the market nowadays. There's a soap for people who want to go around smelling like Helena Rubinstein. There's a soap for lonely people who like to have something to float with them in the bathtub. But Howard, do you realize there is no soap on the market for people who are just plain dirty? I think we need a soap like that. Can't you just hear the announcements on the radio now? Friends, are you crummy? When your boyfriend looks at your fingers, does he say, "What lovely fingers"? Or does he say, "Geez, babe, where do yous wash cars at?" Then, my friends, take our advice and get a hunk of Mother Moore's Miracle Soap. that comes to you in one tantalizing fragrance, Fleur de Sewer. And with each bar of our soap, my friends, goes a 40-gallon tub of our secret cleansing formula called Retor. And remember, Retor spelled backwards is pronounced water. So with my fall plans to one side, let's say hello to the man who's got 1 million of them, the one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song.
Sing it, boy.
Now, even when things go wrong,
ooh, hot tonight.
You feel better. You even look better. What a note. Junior, remind me to renew that note every 30 days.
Oh, Jimmy, I must say your personality bubbles.
Yes, and to think just a short time ago, it only used to squirt. But that's neither Dick nor Tracy. The other evening, I was at home writing some footnotes to a chiropodist of my acquaintance. When the telephone tinkled.
Yeah, well, who was it this time?
The Treasury Department. They wanted me to leave immediately for Washington. So I threw on some clothes, and in 5 minutes, I was on a train speeding east. I got as far as Albuquerque when I noticed that I'd forgotten something. So I jumped off the train, went into the station, and said, "Give me a ticket right back to where I came from." And the man said, "Is this trip necessary?" And I said, "It certainly is. I left my pants in Los Angeles." When the meeting was over, I bumped into the one man who was going to be in charge of international airplane transportation after the war. And who do you think he is?
Umbriago.
How do you like that? He's taking the Umbriago right out of my mouth. Umbriago told me his plans, and they're fascinating.
Yeah?
He's going to fly a plane, and when it leaves for England, it'll stop in China, and then he'll land in England. Then he'll fly a plane to Brazil. It'll stop in China, and then he'll land in Brazil. Then he'll fly a plane to Mexico. It'll stop in China, and then he'll land in Mexico.
Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. That Umbriago is nuts. To get to England, Brazil, or Mexico, he doesn't have to go to China.
That's what I told him. But that guy is crazy about chop suey.
Well, James, you certainly spend a great deal of time in governmental activities. Don't you ever give your brain time to cool off?
Indubitably. Just last Sunday, I invited my best girl for a motorcycle ride and picnic in the country. So bright and early, I puts on my white flannel trousers, which was left over from the Harvard regatta, my cap with the peak in the back, my goggles with the bifocal lens, and my linen duster with the liverwurst sandwiches in the pocket. So I backs my motorcycle out of its wigwam. You see, my motorcycle is an Indian. As we were driving along through the country, very rustic, I suddenly hears a suspicious-sounding pop. So I gets off, looks at the front wheel, and being an expert mechanic, I diagnose it as a flat tire. I was positively vulcanized. So I takes off my goggles, takes off my cap, takes off my gloves, slips out of my linen duster with the liverwurst sandwiches in the pocket, and I gets to work. I takes off the tire, gets down to the tube, and I discovers it's a slow leak. So what do? I puts on a slow patch. I'm trying, I love science. Yeah. So I puts back the tube, puts back the tire, puts on my goggles, puts on my cap, buttons up my linen duster with the liverwurst sandwiches in the pocket. And we're off again. My girl and I are harmonizing the song of the open road, and my one cylinder is happily putting along, when suddenly the motorcycle comes to a stop. What's the trouble this time? The motor's missing. So I looks around, and finally I finds it. But now my carburetor refuses to carburate. So once again, off comes the goggles, the cap, the gloves, and my linen duster with the liverwurst sandwiches still in the pocket. I'm under the motorcycle, covered with grease, when up comes a shiny Buick, a two-tone convertible. And out steps a handsome hombre. First he looks at my girl, then he looks down at me and says, "Having trouble, bud?" And I says, "No, I always lie in the gutter on Sundays afternoons." I'm flattening my back and he's making small talk. Finally, I gets my carburetor carbureting. So once more, I puts on my cap, my gloves, my goggles, when I realizes a catastrophe has befallen me. The shiny Buick is gone, the guy is gone, and my girl is gone. And believe me, Junior, I'll get that guy if it's the last thing I do.
Because he ran off with your girl?
No, 'cause the bum stole my liverwurst sandwiches. Now you know that you can't go wrong if you start off the day with a song.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of The Very Thought of You.
What a tune, Junior. The dramatic intensity of Mr. Bargy's glissandos was exceeded only by the chromatic interpretation of his crescendos. I can talk fluently to him. He don't know nothing either. But enough of this foul-de-row and fiddly-dee. Let us call on Mr. Gary Moore for another of his well-known stories of little-known people.
All right, James, but I warn you that tonight's story is one of stark drama. The story of Fenwick Dringle and his wife, Desdemona.
Sounds exciting. I shall tie a piece of rope around my neck and hang on to every word.
Well, I thought you ought to know about Fenwick and Desdemona Dringle, for of all the people who have suffered from the housing shortage, these two have suffered most. Born in the thriving metropolis of Hot Soup, Missouri, which is just 2 miles from the little town of Arkansas, Fenwick and Desdemona decided to move to New York, the fashion center of the world. So called because they have the only mayor in the country who could pull up his bobby socks without bending over. But alas and alack, upon arrival, they could find no place to live. For 6 weary months, they trudged the streets looking for lodging and were about to give up and go home when suddenly Mrs. Dringle spotted a house with a sign in front of it. Frantically, Dringle knocked on the door.
Yes?
That sign on the lawn. House for sale. Our search is over. You must let us buy it.
All right, you can buy it.
I can buy the house?
No, I just bought the house. You can buy the sign.
Discouraged and heartbroken, Fenwick and Desdemona boarded the Fifth Avenue bus and headed for the railroad station. And when they arrived there, Desdemona said,
Oh, I sure do hate to get off this bus. It's the first time in 6 months I've had a place to rest my satchel.
You said it. And at that moment, an idea struck Fenwick. Why get off the bus at all? Why not just settle down and make the Fifth Avenue bus their home? And they did. And my, but they were happy, riding up and down Fifth Avenue month after month, year after year. And in the summer, for a vacation, they'd get a transfer and spend 2 weeks on the top deck of a crosstown bus. Yes, my friends, they were happy. Of course, Fenwick didn't have much time for sightseeing. At every block, he'd have to write a postcard notifying his draft board of his change of address. But they were happy, and in due time, they were blessed with a little daughter whom they called Red, after the stoplight she was born during. My, but she was a cute little girl. She first learned to spell by reading the car cards on the bus. To most kiddies, A, B, and C stood for apple, book, and cat. But to Red, they meant Alka-Seltzer, Bisodol, and Castoria. Yes, she was attractive. And at the age of 18, she fell in love with a hitchhiker who was hooking a ride on the rear bumper. And Fenwick and Desdemona shed happy tears when the minister said,
I now pronounce you man and wife, and please move to the rear of the bus.
Yes, my friends, a strange wedding, it's true, but nevertheless, Fenwick wanted to do something nice for his daughter, so for a wedding present, he got up and gave her his seat. And so the Dringles, may their tribe increase, are to this day living on that Fifth Avenue bus. And lest you think them a trifle strange, let me read you the words of a famous poet 1,000 years ago. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and at least she had a roof over her head, so what the... You see what I mean? Thank you very much, my friends, but let's alight from the bus now and stop over for a few melodic moments with her nibs, Miss Gibbs. Hiya, Georgia.
Hi, Gary. I hate to tell you, but you might just as well have stayed on the bus, because in coming to me, you're just switching from one vehicle to another. Because tonight I'm singing the trolley song. With my high-starched collar and my high-topped shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. For the moment I saw him I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel a car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to go, then I started to know how it feels when the universe reels. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, and as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was grand just to stand with his hand holding mine to the end of the line.
Grammar of college life, entitled...
Johnny was the best-dressed art student at college, where every day he sits at his easel in his top hat, white tie, and draws. Now, Jimmy, in tonight's play, you and I are college students.
College students.
Yes, I'll never forget my first day at school. I went to kindergarten in Baltimore.
I went to kindergarten in Brooklyn.
I went to grammar school in Baltimore.
I went to grammar school in Brooklyn.
And I graduated.
Too much education is a dangerous thing.
Well, let's not waste any time. We're off to the college. Hurry, scurry.
You hurry, and I'll take the scurry with the fringe on top.
Hello, boys' dormitory. Student Moore, 44, speaking.
Mr. Moore, this is the head of the biology department. I want to find out how you spend your time after classes.
Well, right now, Professor, I'm very busy making notes on flora and fauna.
What was that?
Flora's ticklish. A nosy guy. Gee whiz.
Drop everything, Junior. Drop everything. I just came from the science class, and what a stiff examination I took.
Oh?
The professor asked me a question, and it went like this. He said, if you were 40,000 feet up in an airplane going 400 miles an hour, and suddenly your oxygen tank broke, your wing ripped off, your motor dropped out, and you had no parachute, what would you do?
Well, Jimmy, what was your answer?
What answer? From the question alone, I fainted.
I don't know about that, Jimmy. The final exams are coming up this week, and we really need some help. Gee, I wish the school had an advisory board, someone we could ask questions of, like Lana Turner or Betty Grable.
Lana Turner and Betty Grable? What question could we ask them?
He's led such a sheltered life.
Well, I don't know. You know, Junior, this year college is a serious thing with me.
Yes?
I get to the classroom every morning at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the morning. What do you take?
Oh, the usual thing, a pail and a mop. But, Junior, I'm worried about the examination. What do you charge to tutor me?
To tutor you? Well, my rates are $5 for upperclassmen, $4 for lowerclassmen, $2 for high school, $1 for grade school, 50 cents for morons, and 25 cents for idiots.
Then what do you charge me?
Well, to avoid embarrassment, let's just say that this one's on the house.
My boy is toying with the inevitable.
I gotta find my honey. H-O-N-E-Y. I gotta find my honey. H-O-N-E-Y. Please! You gotta help me find my honey. H-O-N-E-Y.
Who are you?
Oh, just a spelling bee.
Hello, fellas.
Wow, hiya, babe.
Hey, say, the dean sent me over to tell you that your grades are very bad. You know, she says you better pass the final exams this week or you won't graduate.
I say poo to the dean.
Make that poo-poo. There's two of us.
And, by the way, babe, what are you doing? Are you doing anything tonight?
Mm-hmm. I have a date with a sailor.
Oh, well, how about tomorrow night?
I have a date with a soldier.
What about the night after that?
I'm going out with a Marine.
What are your post-war plans?
Well, I have some studying to do. So long, guys.
So long, babe.
Well, Junior, I guess we better take our books and study.
Who wants to study? Let's go get some girls. Come on, let's go over to the campus mall shop and have some fun with the girls.
Not me, Junior. While you've been going out with girls, I've been staying in my room and developing my mind.
Well, now that your mind is developed, so what?
So let's go and get some girls.
Rough.
Say, Junior, this malt shop was a good idea. Boy, this dancing is fun.
Yeah, it sure is. But say, next dance, can I be the man?
Delighted. But let's sit this one out.
All right.
I want to hear a song in the jukebox. Look, number 14 is Georgia Gibbs singing Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby.
Good.
Is you is all, baby. Is you is all, baby.
Jimmy, there's something wrong with the jukebox. How come the middle of every sentence is left out?
Instead of a nickel, I put in a lifesaver.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I thought I'd find you two here. Why aren't you home studying?
Junior, look who it is.
Yes, it's I, Dean Jones, LLD, MA, BS, and PhD.
LLD, MA, BS, PhD. That's a fine way to spell Jones.
Young man, those letters represent the college degrees I have. I went to Vassar.
Oh, come now. Vassar is a girls' school.
As for you, Brillo head, I'm putting the whole responsibility in your hands. If Mr. Durante doesn't pass his exams, neither of you will graduate.
That's a challenge. We'll graduate, Dean Jones, and we'll do it cum laude.
Yeah, and cum softly, too.
All right, Jimmy, for 3 days now, I've been tutoring you in chemistry. Here, now, take this tube of sulfuric acid.
Yes?
This bottle of nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin?
And this stick of TNT.
TNT.
Now, go into the laboratory, mix them all up, and I'm sure you'll pass the exam. Well, good luck.
Don't worry, Junior. I'll make Phi Beta or I'll eat my kappa.
Gee whiz, I sure hope he gets it all right, because if we don't graduate, I just... Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy, did you pass your exam?
No, but I just passed Kansas City.
So sweet that I repeat means I adore you. Amor, my love. Would you deny this heart that I have placed before you? I can't find another word with meaning so clear. My lips try to whisper sweeter things in your ear, but somehow or other nothing sounds quite so dear as this soft caressing word. I know, amor, my love, when you're away there is no day, and nights are lonely. Amor, my love, make life divine. Say you'll be mine and love me only. I can't find another word with meaning so clear. My lips try to whisper sweeter things in your ear, but somehow or other nothing sounds quite so dear as this soft caressing word. I know, amor, my love, make life divine. Say you'll be mine and love me only. La, da, 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 da. Amor.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Here's the Comedy Caravan starring Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore, with music by Roy Bargy and his orchestra and songs by Georgia Gibbs. The Bargy Men open the show with one of the season's top tunes. Hit it, Roy. Well, friends, we bring you now a young man who in a few days will celebrate his 30th birthday. A young man who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. And now every time he goes into a restaurant, he tries to complete the set. And here he is, our co-star and little birthday boy, Gary Moore.
Well, thank you very much, my friends, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What Howard said is true. I am having a birthday in a few days, and I want you to know right now that I'm inviting a lot of people to my house, and your presence are requested.
Say, Gary, by the way, did you get the present I sent, that beautiful hooked rug?
Oh, yes, I got it, Howard, but I had to send it back. The police found out who you hooked it from.
Gary, I guess you've got a lot of memories from your 30 long years.
Oh, yes, Howard. Gee, I've had a lot of fun. At the age of 5, I kissed my first girl, and I'll never forget it. Yeah. I was 5, and she was 4. Took me 3 days to scrape the bubble gum off my chin. And then, Howard, I went to school, and I'm ashamed to tell you this, but on my first day there, the teacher made me turn my face to the wall.
Because you were a bad boy?
No, her garter broke. Right at school. But then, Howard, I went to college to be an engineer. You know, I wanted to learn how to build those big double highways.
Well, what college do you go to learn that?
Two-lane. You've heard of the two-lane highways. Oh, Mother hits me to a buggy. I'm really pulling them tonight. Let me tell you, Howard.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Moore, you superannuated man.
Oh, Mrs. Wordle, I'm glad to see you.
You are?
Yes, it's so nice to know somebody I'll always look younger than. Tell me, dear, what? That makes two of you. Tell me, dear, what's that you've got on your face? I mean, what's that you've got on your face? Seems to be a sly expression.
Oh, and small wonder, Mr. Moore. I heard about your birthday, so I brought you a box of your favorite candy.
Well, isn't that not... Hey, wait a minute. This box is half empty.
Yes, it's my favorite, too.
Oh, well, I appreciate the thought anyhow.
Well, I know how birthdays are. You know, like you, I, too, am in the neighborhood of 30.
You are. You've been in this neighborhood a long time, haven't you? Oh, but I know how you feel about hiding your age. Gee whiz, this year I'm 30. In 10 years I'll be 40. And the first thing I know, I'll find myself an old man.
Oh, good. While you're looking, find a young one for me.
Isn't that awful? If she's a member of the human race, no wonder the government abolished racing. And with my birthday to one side, let's lend an ear to that ageless character, the one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song. Now even when things go wrong,
oh, sing it, Jimmy.
Why, you feel better, you even look better. Huh? What a note.
Yes, and what a voice. It is not only dissonant in the extreme, cacophonous to the utmost, and abominably beyond measure, but it also has the euphony of a sanitation vehicle crossing a corrugated trestle.
I wonder how much of that is good. But anyway, Junior, you're looking at a man who's worn to a fizzle.
What's the matter, Jimmy?
It's my laundry situation. It's been so bad that instead of sleeping on sheets, I had to sleep on newspapers. Last night I didn't sleep a wink.
You didn't?
No. Superman kept getting up in the middle of the night. And what's more, Gravel Gertie kept tickling me with her mop.
Oh, well, that's life.
Yes, that's life.
Yes, it sure is.
Sure is.
Yes, sir, that's life.
Certainly is. I wonder whatever happened to the art of conversation.
Well, Jimmy, it's this way.
Don't enlighten me, Junior. Don't enlighten me. I'm expecting a call. A call from my secret agent in France. I wish that phone would ring. How do you like that? Mental telegraphy. Hello?
Bonjour, Monsieur Durante. Comment c'est va? C'est soit bien, j'ai pris.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Donnez-moi votre épreuve d'honneur. Et je vous dis, était-il?
Oui, oui, monsieur. Excellent garçon.
Ils sont ici, monsieur. C'est bien.
Good boy. Meet me after the program, and we look at the postcards together.
Durante, the patron of the arts. Jimmy, don't you get any calls from Washington anymore?
Indubitably. Why, just last night, the Secretary of State orders me to Washington. He wants me to get on the train and come there immediately.
Say, traveling by train is pretty hectic these days.
You can say that again.
All right. Traveling by train is pretty hectic these days.
Every way you go, wise guys. Howsoever, when I gets on the train, I saunters into the dining car. And boy, was it jammed. I bends down to tie my shoelace, and before I could straighten up, the waiter throws a tablecloth over me.
Oh, so what?
So what? Shake hands with the most popular table for two on the Santa Fe.
Tell me, Jimmy, after you got to Washington, what did the Secretary of State want you to do?
Sorry, Junior, it's a secret affair. In fact, it was so secret, he wrote my orders with invisible ink on invisible paper, and then tore it up.
Well, then, how did you find out what your orders were?
I didn't. That's how much of a secret. So, accepting the mission with diligence and zeal, the three of us always travel together. I packed my bag and I was off for Alaska before I could say Aurora Borealis.
Oh, you left right away, huh?
No, it took me 2 weeks to say Aurora Borealis. But after I conquered the word, I was jubilant. So I leaves for the frozen north with my sled and my dogs. For 5 long days, I pulls the sled with the dogs in it.
Jimmy, you're not supposed to pull the sled. The dogs are.
That's what I tried to tell him, but I was outnumbered. So pushing on with my dog sled through the snow, I yells, Farina, Farina. You see, I don't care for mush. But irregardless, I soon reached an island of friendly penguins. And Junior, before I knew it, a handsome penguin approached me, and was I chagrined.
Why?
He gave me a peck on the schnoz and said, babe, I'll meet you behind the same iceberg tonight. I went along with the flirtation. Then I slugged him with a soggy mackerel.
Well, I guess after your visit with the penguins, you continued on your secret mission?
Yes. For weeks I traveled in weather that was 40 degrees below Fahrenheit. And finally I arrived at the appointed place, and who do you think was there ahead of me?
Who?
Umbriaco.
Oh, not him again. What was he doing up in the frozen north?
He just found out an easy way to make igloos.
Okay, tell me, how does he make an igloo?
Very simple. He just takes a couple of eggs and glues them together.
Takes a couple of eggs. He must use cold storage eggs.
That's my boy who said that. I wish he hadn't. That umbriaco. Now you know that you can't go wrong. Why, if you start off each day with a song.
Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in a Roy Bargy arrangement of I'm Gonna See My Baby.
Was Roy Bargy and the orchestra playing I'm Gonna See My Baby. The Glendale arrangement with full horn chorus for driving attendants. But enough of this fiddle-faddle and faddle-dee-dee. Let us go to the Culture Corner and consult Mr. Gary Moore. Junior, what's on the fire tonight?
Well, James, nowadays the newspapers and air lanes are full of appeals from the government for every man to leave non-essential jobs. And a very good thing it is, too. But so far, they haven't said anything about non-essential jobs. Like guys who paint signs in gas stations saying, no gas today. For instance, James, let me tell you tonight the sad case of a candy manufacturer named Botsford Q. Fudge Lolly.
Botsford Q. Fudge Lolly?
Yes.
I shall go and sit on my cactus plant in case your story has no print.
Thank you. Well, at the age of 55, Botsford Q. Fudge Lolly was a success. He owned the biggest candy factory in the world and had made a fortune selling peppermint tripods for candied cameras. What was more important, he had invented a chocolate-covered hard-boiled egg on a stick, which he called a yolk-sickle. Yes, my friends, he was a happy man. But then one day, tragedy struck. The Manpower Commission held a conference and classified as non-essential the man who licked out Botsford's candy pots. What a mess. Thousands of pots were piling up in his candy factory, and Botsford tried everything. He even tried licking out the pots himself. But he ate so much English toffee, he developed a British accent and had to take out citizenship papers. Botsford, poor man, was desperate. But then, one day he looked out and noticed a young man standing in front of the candy factory. Hopefully he addressed him. Hey, young man, you certainly look thoughtful. What's on your mind? Ah, just the non-essential type. Young man, do you realize that for months I've been looking for a pot liquor?
I know. Everybody knows about the liquor shortage.
You, young man, are going to be my pot liquor, even if you haven't done a lick of work in years. And he did. And in a short time, the kettles were being cleaned again, and business prospered once more. Oh, Botsford K. Fudge Lolly was happy. He made so much money that with each candy cane he sold, he gave away a pair of candy spats. And the little pot liquor licked so many kettles that in time he started going slightly saltwater daffy. Then again, tragedy struck. The little man wanted to quit. He came to Botsford and said,
Mr. Fudge Lolly, since I've been pot licking for you, I got married and have 3 children.
Well, what has having 3 children got to do with your quitting?
Well, I don't mind when little Tootsie was born with marshmallow eyebrows, and I didn't mind it when little Taffy was born with a peppermint nose. But when little Bonbon was born with the tongue 3 feet long, I gotta quit.
So, friends, on behalf of this poor man, Botsford K. Fudge Lolly, I make an appeal. Friends, are you non-essential? Can't you even get a non-essential job? Then here is your chance to become a pot licker. There are no complications, no red tape. Merely send us a 3-inch sample of your tongue. And friends, if you think the predicament of Botsford K. Fudge Lolly is unimportant, remember that someday you may take on extra weight, and then you, too, will have a pot problem. Thank you. Quickly now to the romance department in charge of her nibs, Miss Gibbs. What do you say, Georgia?
Well, for one thing, I say I've got a really wonderful new song on top tonight. It's called All of a Sudden My Heart Sings. All of a sudden my heart sings when I remember little things, the way you dance and hold me tight, the way you kiss and say goodnight, the crazy things we say and do, the fun it is to be with you, the magic thrill that's in your touch. Oh, darling, I love you so much. The secret way you press my hand. So let me know you understand. The wind and rain upon your face, the breathless world of your embrace. Hear little laugh and half surprise, the starlight gleaming in your eyes, remembering all these little things. All of a sudden my heart sings. Oh, funny way you hold your head, the crazy things you've often said, the way your hair won't stay in place, the wind and rain upon your face, the way you hold like clothes, remembering all these little things. All of a sudden, my heart
Now, friends, in place of our usual drama, opera, entitled The Hero Laughed When the Villain Tied Him to the Sawmill, but when he turned on the buzzsaw, he nearly split.
Wait a minute, Junior, wait a minute. What's the idea of an opera?
Well, Jimmy, people think our program needs more culture.
Junior, you wound me deeply when you talk like that. I'm getting plenty of culture. Why, last night I took my girl to see the Desert Song.
The Desert Song? But that's a light opera.
Maybe so, but it was dark enough to neck. I love that kind of carrying on. But, Junior, the average man wouldn't give you 2 pins for culture.
Oh, no?
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't get here sooner, Mr. Moore, but here they are.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Oh, just an average man giving 2 pins for culture.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Well, let's get on with the opera. Maestro, the overture.
The story of our opera tonight concerns a theme as old as time itself. High on a hilltop there stands a man, ancient, bent, and weary, his rheumy eyes searching the path from town, hoping to see the beloved form of someone he knew a long time ago. And from his aching heart there springs a song of recollection.
It's been 20 long years since Manelli went away. I never will forget her till my dying day. She ran away from home with a slick city feller with a big bankroll and an even bigger smeller. They left before dinner without any food except the goose liver sandwich that she carried in her snoot. It was cold that night. It was freezing by a hunky. Cold enough to freeze the ears off a brass monkey. I wish that she was home again like she was before. Who's that knocking at my door?
Hello there, Paul.
Well.
Don't you know me anymore? It's your little Nell.
Well, where's that the Fagan guy you married out in Phoenix? Did he send you home when you used up all his Kleenex?
He's a slick-tongued devil and he lies with ease. He's got more women than the dog's got fleas. He left me on the night that I was most forlorn. The very same night little Bunky was born.
Is that there, Bunky?
He was born in New York.
Well, you should have sent him back and kept the stork. You can't stay in this house with that there child.
Oh, Father, dear Father, you're a-driving me wild.
Hot cha, hot cha, hot cha, hot cha.
Shave and a haircut.
And here he comes, folks, the unscrupulous husband who deserted his wife and child. Let's all hiss.
Hoitsy-toitsy, me proud beauty. Thought you lost me, ham a cutie. Well, now that I've found you, I'll show you no pity. I'm a-taking you with me right back to the city.
Will not.
Will too.
Will not.
Will too. Ever since you left me, I've been living in a quandary. I had to dry my dishes with my last month's laundry. I've been cooking my meals in my derby hatter. You're a-coming back with me, gal, that's a data.
Will not.
Will too.
Will not.
Will too.
Will not.
Will too. Wait a minute. This could replace Parcheesi.
Could not.
Could too.
Could not.
Could too.
Hot cha, hot cha, hot cha.
Now there's a guy in an unessential occupation.
Fakin, leave this house. We got no room for the gal darn loud bum. I thank you to return to where you was before and pull in your stoffel so that I can close the door.
Just a minute, partner. Hold your hosses and make no remarks about my proboscis. You know I can do you heaps of harm, 'cause I own the mortgage on the gosh darn farm.
You can have the farm, but don't take Bunky.
I'll take the farm and Bunky by hunky.
Oh, sad Bunky. Bacon, yours is a viper. Here I stand clean dressed only in my diaper. You perpetrated an atrocious crime and your life ain't worth a continental dime.
Hot cha, hot cha, hot cha, hot cha. Shave and a haircut.
coming down the road. Sounds like a mule with a heavy load.
Tain't no mule, the gosh darn fuel. Can't you tell by my badge I'm the constable? What did he do? Come now, tell.
Well, it ain't done the right to buy our little Nell.
Did you?
Did not.
Did you?
Did not.
Did you?
Did not.
Wait a minute. We seem to be in a rut.
We are not.
We are too.
We are not.
Are too.
Hot cha, hot cha, hot cha, hot cha.
Well, I'm the law. I'll settle this case. I'll wipe that smile off in Fagan's face. He stole his farm and he left his daughter. The fine will be $1.25.
Which goes to show the price of sin. Tomorrow night we're going to play East Lynn.
Shave and a haircut. 6 bits. 6 bits. Why, those prices will bring about inflammation.
Shave and a haircut. 4 bits.
4 bits. I'll take this to the OPA.
Shave and a haircut. 5 cents.
5 cents. That's my ceiling.
Shave and a haircut. 5 cents. The 20th part of a dollar.
Because to tell you the truth, I've been lonely. I don't mind being lonely when my heart tells me you are lonely too. I walk alone. They'll ask me why, and I'll tell them I'd rather. There are dreams I must gather, dreams we fashioned the night you held me tight. I'll always be near you wherever you are, each night in every prayer. If you call, I'll hear you. No matter how far, just close your eyes, and I'll be there. Please walk alone, and send your love and your kisses to guide me, till you're walking beside me. I'll walk alone. I'll always be near you wherever you are, each night in every prayer. If you call, I'll hear you. No matter how far, just close your eyes, and I'll be there. Please walk alone, and send your love and your kisses to guide me, till you're walking beside me. I walk
Hello, this is Gary Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
Congratulate me. They've just elected Van Johnson the handsomest man in Hollywood, and I've been named runner-up.
You're the runner-up?
Yes, I'm to run up and tell Van Johnson he won.
Listen to the Comedy Caravan next week when once again we'll bring you the music of Roy Bargy and his orchestra, songs by Georgia Gibbs, and laughs by
Jimmy Durante
and Gary Moore.
In person.
This is Howard Petrie saying, we'll see you then.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Moore speaking.
Hello, Junior. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante, where are you?
I can't get down to the Bond show. I was at the beach and 3 girls buried me in the sand.
Well, so what?
So come and get me. I forgot where they buried me.
Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore. Yes, Jimmy Durante, Gary Moore, Jeri Sullivan, Roy Bargy and his orchestra, and yours truly, Howard Petrie.
We bring you a young man whose brain is just like a war bond. In another 10 years, it'll mature, too. And here he is, Gary Moore.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, my friends, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Delighted to be with you, and especially delighted to see so many bond buyers here in our theater audience tonight. And to start things off in a proper mood, friends, I'd like to ask everyone who has come here to our theater tonight to please rise to their feet. Will everybody please stand up all together, please? If you will, up in the balcony, too. Thank you. Now, will you please push back your seats? Push your seats up, if you will you? Push your seats up. Now, just stand aside and let me look there for a minute. Oh, it's wonderful.
Gary, what are you looking at?
Howard, just look under those seats. Look under those seats. That's the first chewing gum I've seen in 4 years. But all kidding aside, Howard, it is a thrill to think that someday my pictures may be showing in this very theater.
Your pictures? Well, Gary, you haven't made any.
Well, not yet, no, but just this morning I went out to MGM to have a fitting for my first screen work.
You did?
Yeah, and believe me, that's hard work, fitting screens. Very tough, but you know, Howard, after our broadcast, they're going to show a special movie preview in this theater. And
Oh, there you are, Mr. Moore, you delightful creature.
So that's the preview tonight. Frankenstein takes a bride.
Now, listen, Mr. Moore, I'm even lucky to be here. Why, I just got here with the skin of my teeth.
Your teeth. Never have so many owed so much to so few. But tell me, Mrs. Wurtelbird, why didn't your husband Wilbur come with you tonight?
Oh, he couldn't, poor boy. He's working down at the blood bank.
Huh?
He sits there all day under a big sign.
Well, what does the sign say?
It says, if you look like this, don't bother.
Well, I'm glad you're here anyhow. Now, why don't you go take a seat out in front for the rest of the show, huh?
Oh, my. It's so wonderful being in a movie theater.
Yeah.
I keep hoping to meet my dream man, someone like Ronald Coleman. And then I meet him, he'll sweep me in his arms and kiss me and kiss me and kiss me. Oh, boy, I'm cooking with gas.
You're not only cooking with it, you're inhaling it. So with Mrs. Wurtelbird and back to the audience, we can concentrate on stage center and the one and only Jimmy Durante in person.
You've got to start off each day with a song.
Oh, sing it, boy.
Now, even when things go wrong, why you feel better, you even look better. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. The foregoing is a paid political announcement by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Blue skies smiling at me.
Look, Jimmy, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you really should let me do the singing on this show. Why, your voice is nothing more than gastritis in tempo.
Junior, I'm sorry you said that, because I've heard you sing, and believe me, for your voice, Beethoven wouldn't give a beat, Wagner wouldn't give a wag, and Damrosch, he wouldn't like it either. But on second thought, maybe you're right. Neither my voice nor my health has been up to par lately.
Well, then why don't you go see a doctor?
I did. I saw Dr. Balan, one flight up out of the high-rent district. And what an examination he gave me. He looked at my nose and said, inhale.
And what happened?
I don't know. We haven't seen the doctor since. If I wasn't tired, I'd have got the nurse, too. So, giving myself a quick diagnosis, I said to myself, Durante, you're tired. Why don't you take off some time and spend a quiet day at the beach?
I see. You said to yourself, Durante, you're tired. Why don't you take off some time and spend a quiet day at the beach?
Mr. Moore, you remind me of a parrot I once slugged on Meatless Tuesday. To continue, I went to Pismo Beach, which is near San Bedou. And having an eye for culture, I selected a spot near some beautiful girl.
Jimmy, the girls are really wearing scanty bathing suits this year, aren't they?
Yes, scanty and skimpy, too. While I was playing in the sand, not looking for any trouble, I happened to pick up a loose thread.
And what happened?
Before I knew it, I unraveled 3 blondes. And me, who can't even crochet.
Jimmy, that relaxing is all right, but it's the swimming that puts the hustle in your muscle.
I was just coming to that, Garrison. You should have seen the classy new bathing suit I wore. I was the envy of the beach.
You were?
I had pearl buttons on the sleeves.
Pearl buttons on the sleeves? Jimmy, that's no bathing suit. You were wearing a long suit of underwear.
I was? No wonder I trapped so many fish in my back pocket. But going from the reed to the ridiculous, I jumped into the water with a tail tied to my bathing suit. You see, I was doing the dog paddle. When what happens? I finds myself face to face with a great big swordfish.
Well, gee whiz, what happened?
Just as he was about to attack me, he took one look at my schnozzle and said, I quit. You've got a superior weapon. I was so mad I bit his tail off.
Well, aside from the swordfish, did you run into any other interesting people? Any, shall we say, pulchritudinous femininity?
No, nothing but girls. A few yards down the beach, a bunch of bathing beauties were practicing a water ballet. What designs they made. First a daisy, then a star. And finally those beautiful girls made a human wheel, complete with spokes. And boy, did I have fun with that wheel.
Really?
Yeah, shake hands with Durante the hubcap. Lucky Jeri. Lucky Jeri. But I soon tired of sashaying la femmes and decided it was high time to take my sun bath.
Well, I suppose you took all the necessary precautions against overexposure of the epidermis to the sun?
You can certainly make a simple question sound classy. Here, regardless, I looked up, and the sun is shining. I'm ready for my sun bath. I takes off my cap, I puts on my sunglasses. I takes off my robe, I puts on the olive oil, which I squeezed by hand, and lies down. No sooner than I'm flat on my back when along comes a cloud. No sun. It's spite work in the stratosphere. So I gets up, I takes off the oil, I puts on my robe, I takes off my glasses, so I puts on my cap at a saucy angle. And what happens? The cloud moves away, and out comes old Sal again. What a small world. So once more I takes off my cap, I puts on my sunglasses, I takes off my robe, I puts on the olive oil, which I squeezed by hand, and lies down. Tragedy strikes again. Along comes another cloud, and again no sun. I'm beginning to feel like Eddie Cannon. So once again I takes off the olive oil. I puts on my robe, I takes off my sunglasses, and I puts on my cap. I'm just about to give up when finally the clouds disappear and the sky is clear. So once again I takes off my cap, I puts on my sunglasses, I takes off my robe, I puts on the olive oil, which I squeezed with my bare hands, and lies down. But, Junior, it's no use. I still didn't get a sunburn.
Well, why not?
By this time, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Now you know that you can't go wrong. Why, if you start off the day with a song. an orchestra. What an orchestra, and what a job that Bargy's got. Such steady work.
Oh, what do you mean, Jimmy?
In the winter, he uses his baton to lead a band, and in the summer, he sticks a nail on the end of it and picks up papers in the park. Tell us, dear Junior, what's in the Culture Corner tonight?
Well, Jimmy, in the past, I've given many lectures of a musical nature, you know. For lovers of the brass section, I once wrote a book entitled, You Can Play the Trombone If You Practice a Lot, but You Can't Just Let It Slide. Yes. But tonight, James, I should like to pay tribute to that most beautiful of all instruments, the human voice.
Go ahead with your lecture. I shall listen with my ear trumpet, but I won't really give a hoot.
Thank you, James. Thank you. Tonight, music lovers, we shall speak of one particular type of singing, the male quartet, and the man who invented it, fiber-snide J. Forblewinder. Let us go back to the year 1814 and the small village of Weasel, Wyoming, which is a suburb of the large town of Gosda. Fiber-snide Forblewinder was the leader of the village symphony orchestra, perhaps better known as Fiber-snide Forblewinder and his photo-finish Philharmonic. But there was just one thing he didn't like about his job. It was the concerts he had to conduct each year featuring the town's leading soprano, Miss Letitia Cronksquatchet. But during the concert of July 15th, things came to a climax. Miss Cronksquatchet started to sing. I have never heard anything like that since my sister backed into an ice pick.
Stop! This I couldn't standing one moment longer.
And throwing down his stick, Forblewinder jumped from his podium and ran for the wings. But so great was his haste that he stepped right on the feet of four men in the violin section. And the poor men howled in agony. Why, it was beautiful. Not one voice, but four voices joined together in harmony. And hardly thinking, Forblewinder turned around and ran back over their feet in the opposite direction. Magnificent. And hysterical, too, for thus the first male quartet was formed. Oh, and what a quartet it was. The men would sit four in a row on the stage with their bare feet in front of them as Forblewinder dashed madly back and forth in his hobnail boots, stamping on the foot of the man whose voice he needed next. And it sounded like this.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do,
Oh, they were a sensation. And after 300 concerts in the art centers of the world, the National Association of Chiropodists examined their feet and proclaimed them America's corniest quartet. But then, my friends, it's often been said that even the best of ideas can be used too often. 1 year later, it happened to Forblewinder in Carnegie Hall. They were singing their own theme song entitled, Was It Malice, Alice, When You Trod Upon My Callus? And in this song, the second tenor was required to hit high C above big toe. So to get this effect, Forblewinder was forced to stamp even harder on the second tenor's foot than ever before. And when he did, the second tenor's arches collapsed and the quartet was forced to break up. For after all, who can sing with a second tenor who is always flat? Yes, it was a catastrophe. The people booed, the music critics sneered, and Leopold Stokowski went west and married Gloria Vanderbilt. But then, at least the idea of harmony had been born, and it grew by leaps and bounds. And today, my friends, when you've got 4 people, that's a quartet. And when you've got 6 people, that's a sextet. And when you've got 8 people, that's an octet. And when you've got 100 people, yeah, that's a cigarette line.
Let's shift our attention to the charm department, to that fancy little bit of feminine fluff, Miss Jeri Sullivan.
Thanks, Gary. Hiya, Jimmy.
I wondered if you were going to speak to me. You know, you're looking mighty cute tonight.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Furthermore, I'd like to ask you a question. What are you doing Saturday night?
Saturday night? Why, nothing.
That's wonderful. May I borrow your soap?
You may borrow mine, James, if it'll help get you out of the way so that Jeri Sullivan can sing I Should Care.
I should care. I should go around weeping. I should care. I should go without sleeping. Strangely enough, I sleep well, except for a dream or two. But then I count my sheep well. Funny how she can lull you to sleep, so I should care. I should let it upset me. I should care. But it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you, but I should care, and I do. I should let it upset me. But it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you. But I should care, and I do.
Stirring detective drama. Entitled?
The Case of the Missing Ring, or Who Washed Out the Bathtub.
Well, Junior, I've always...
Durante, if it isn't you, if it isn't you, if it isn't you.
Well, lady, if it isn't, you've certainly made a fool of yourself.
Oh, I'm so happy that I found you and Mr. Moore here. I am Mrs. Ipswich Van Middleditch the second.
You're the second. That first one must have been a beaut.
Gentlemen, I am giving a lawn party at my home for my society friends, and I'd like you to attend and sell war bonds.
Charm, to be sure. You see, I'm one of the 399.
399? Mr. Durante, you mean 400.
No, we blackballed Reggie Astabilt. Caught the bounder cheating at badminton.
Cheating at badminton, Jimmy, but how?
Loaded feathers in his shuttlecock.
Mr. Durante, if you and Mr. Moore will write a song about me and sing it at my party, I'll buy a $50,000 bond.
$50,000? Why, that runs into the hundreds.
Yes, it does. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a deal, Mrs. Van Middleditch.
Wonderful. Good day.
Come on, Jimmy, let's be off to Mrs. Ipswich Van Middleditch's the second.
Yes, let's be off to Mrs. Ipswich. What you just said, the second. Well, Junior, here we are. Boy, this sure is a swanky place.
I'll say it is. You know, she entertains a lot of Hollywood people here. Right now, Johnny Weissmuller is her house guest. He's living up in a tree.
That's natural. But doesn't he get lonely up in the tree?
Lassie lives downstairs.
Oh, yes. Well, we're just in time. The guests are starting to arrive.
Announcing the arrival of Mr. and Mrs. Peter Van Swiegen the second, Mr. and Mrs. Cheviot Hutchinson the fourth, Mr. and Mrs. Jasper Whitehall the third.
Let's get out of here, Junior. There ain't no winner in the joint.
No, Jimmy. Let's stay and mingle with the debutantes. If I can just find the beautiful blonde society girl, I'll introduce myself to her like a true blue blood. Then I'll kiss her hand, Jimmy, like a true blue blood. Then I'll take her out on the terrace like a true blue blood and
Then I'll take her in my arms like a true blue blood, and then I'll...
Yes?
Plasma, Jimmy, more plasma.
Yes, Junior, you got something right there. Junior, I'm glad to see that you're at home with society people, too.
Oh, yes, and while I think of it, Jimmy, when it comes time to eat, you'd better watch me so you don't make any mistakes.
All right.
For instance, whenever I eat a sandwich, I always break it in two and hold it with my fingers.
Oh, and Coot, I always fold mine in 4 parts and then stuff it in my mouth.
There you are, Mr. Durante and Mr. Moore. How nice. But why did you come alone? I thought you two were married.
Oh, no, we're just awfully good friends.
Oh, isn't he clever? And I'm so anxious to hear the song you've written about me. Have you finished it?
Oh, yes. If you'll just write a check for that $50,000 bond, we'll sing it for you.
Oh, wonderful. Friends, gather round. Mr. Durante and Mr. Moore are going to sing a song about someone you know. And when you hear the very flattering lyrics, I'm sure you'll guess just who it is. And Mr. Durante will play the piano.
I could have went further, but there ain't enough notes.
And Mr. Moore will accompany on the drums. Yes. Now, gentlemen, come in.
What's the matter?
Mr. Moore, you're supposed to follow the tune, not chase it all over the joint. Start again, Mr. Moore.
Now what's the matter?
Junior, I've asked you not to interrupt me while I'm getting sent.
Jimmy, I hate to say this, but you were not only getting sent, you were giving off one.
Life would be in danger if this was a portable piano.
Please, gentlemen, please let me hear the song you wrote for me.
Very well, we shall begin. Allegretto. She doesn't like a shady joke. She doesn't hike. She doesn't smoke.
Oh, isn't it delightful?
She doesn't swear. She never flirts. She doesn't wear those skimpy skirts.
Oh, I love this man.
She doesn't dance. She never sings. To her romance don't mean a thing.
Don't be too sure.
She doesn't use those beauty salves, but won't refuse to show her calves.
What?
You ask her name. Well, that's a wow. I'm not singing about you. I'm singing about a cow.
Well, Mrs. Van Littleditch, there's the song we wrote for your $50,000 bond. What do you think of it?
What do I think of it? Play that music again, and I'll tell you what I think of it.
This could lead to a fractured keyboard.
Oh, Mr. Moore.
I'm listening, ma'am.
And Mr. D.
She must mean me.
I've heard the song you wrote for me.
Then tell us more.
The music drags.
Oh, say not so.
The lyrics creak.
You said creaks?
In fact, the whole darn song just reeks.
What?
Well, I'll buy that bond.
She'll buy the bond.
For Uncle Sam.
You heard her, Sam.
But as for you two bonds...
Yeah.
Grand!
Jimmy and Gary will be back in just a moment. Roy Bargy and the orchestra now in an instrumental novelty from the pen of David Rose, The Easter Time.
be with you when we're far. Let me hear that high note, maestro. What a note,
A
Mr.
magnificent note, Mr. Durante. Hey, Jimmy, how's the mail coming in?
Why, it's pouring in. Hither, thither, and amuck.
It's good.
But we can always use more, Junior. So why don't you make a personal appeal?
All right, James, I'll do that.
Hey, fellas! And girls, too.
We sure like to hear from you. Just drop us a note addressed to
Jimmy Durante or Gary Moore, care of Armed Forces Radio Service, Los Angeles, USA.
Yes, sir, and we'd especially like to hear from those of you guys who are from Nebraska, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, California, Colorado, Minnesota, North Carolina, South Dakota, Montana, New Mexico, Michigan, Oregon, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Ohio, Nevada, Indiana, Arizona, Massachusetts, Mississippi, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Wisconsin, Florida, New York.
And Brooklyn, too. We'll be with you when we're far away.
Good night, Mr. Durante.
Good night, Mr. Moore.
Good night, guys.
Good night, fellas.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.